to figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. They're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby, but don't hurt yourself with that big juicy hog of yours.
In hard times, or when a man has worked at a job 30 years, they give him a watch, kick him in the butt, and say, hey, a computer took your place, daddy. That's hard time.
And those cars are going real fast and real fast, son.
But he's gay. He's blind.
You ready? Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it? There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now,
It's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bite like on the 10-pound test. Success, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp. Straight limping, rules farm drinking. At the party, big booty pinching. Chilling like a villain, balloon filling. Whack MC killing. The fine hoe drilling with the $1 million talent and the 10-cent brain. Been gone too long, too much cocaine. But now that I'm back on the block, I'm ready to rock left to right all night. My game's tight, I wish you might take a bite out of this here toxic, melodic, neurotic product, fresh from the harvest. Who be the largest, hardest, smartest label in town, top dog?
Get down. Hello there. Welcome to Senning Show. Dude, Corey Cardinal really just got in my brain, dude.
Oh, no.
Moments before we hit the airwaves. Moments. He texted me. He's at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital right now.
Yeah?
And he texted me, he said, just so you know, you're playing throughout the whole hospital, FYI.
Oh, no.
I mean, everything's fine. I don't think I had anything. I didn't have anything lined up that I think would have been problematic for the hospital. But that little bug is now in the back of my brain, and I have to keep that in mind.
I wonder if it just started with you, because we said some questionable things in the last show.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe he turned it on. Maybe his arrival. I know that him and Mike were going down to John. He's texting me to John. Maybe he's joking. To Johns Hopkins. But I realized that I was calling it John Hopkins. It's Johns Hopkins.
Oh, it's plural.
Yes. Shout out to Drew Garabo, who probably heard me say John Hopkins 1,500 times before I said. And I said, you know what?
Do we know why it's plural?
He looked it up in the moment and told me. And there was John's was a middle name of somebody. Yes. I should know more about it. But you want to know what? I'll do my research, and we'll talk about why it's Johns Hopkins tomorrow when we kick off the program at noon.
Yes.
It is the radiothon that CMG is going all in on. All of our stations across the building will be broadcasting for 24 hours, commercial free. Yes, you heard it, commercial free. And I hope you'll be listening, but you can already donate. If you go to theboneonline.com, they've moved it so that rotator is the first thing you'll see when you go to the website. We're all in for all children, and right there at the bottom of the page, it's a giant red button you can click and donate right there. This cause, it's very, very special to everybody here, but I really think tomorrow and as the day goes on, people are going to get a grasp of how much Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital does, not just for the kids who are getting the treatment, but the families as well. So it's going to be a special day, and we're going to go from 1 to 4 commercial free, baby. Which, man, I think we're going to feel those lack of commercials. I think we will. I think we're going to look at you with the guns out. You're looking pretty tight and taut over there too,
thanks,
buddy.
Man, I'm trying to get like you, dog.
Look at that.
Between you, me, and Corey, man, that cruise is going to have some hotties by the time it comes around, man.
Wow. That's by the way, did get an update. JP was on as well. And he said it wasn't a warning, just so you could shout out. Shout out to everybody at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. We love you so much. We can't wait to be over there with all of you tomorrow. And our goal is to raise $1 million with the help of the sponsors and partners of all of our stations and the loyal listeners. We hope to raise $1 million. So please be a part of it, and we'll attempt to give you entertaining radio tomorrow for 4 hours with no commercials. This is all sponsored by Clean Earth Systems Incorporated. This person called immediately. Thumbs up, thumbs down, good or bad? Early
Bad.
calls.
Bad.
Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
He knew.
You nailed it. It's so funny because sometimes I feel like you've become the me. I still have a complicated relationship with callers, especially because I don't like the mystery of it.
Yeah.
But like when I was with Drew, I would always be like, callers suck. Don't go to the callers. Don't do that. Don't do that. And now I feel like you're the me to my Drew, if that makes sense.
Yes, I get it. Being the next John Senning, it's not bad. Type of title to have. It's so early in the show, I just kind of could read it, unless it was someone like, hey, guys,
Like
let's hear you excited for tomorrow. Doubt that was going to happen.
There hasn't been enough.
Oh, look.
Oh, was somebody there?
Yeah.
Oh, there hasn't been enough content put out. What is this? Are we testing? Hey, sure. Well, I'm down to do a little testing.
We talking down the line? We talking down the. Oh,
dude. My thought is,
oh,
what's happening?
oh, that looks good. Look at that.
Hold on. I think I got it. This is half reality show, half radio show. Why not peel the curtain back?
Why not?
Hello. Hey, Dylan. How you doing?
What's going on, gentlemen?
Oh, you look good. I just saw you momentarily on the screen. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
See, we're getting Bone TV set up out here for you guys as well.
I absolutely love it. The setup looks great. What is that area actually, Dylan? Like, is it like a conference room of sorts?
It is an enormous conference room for all 6 CMG stations, and we're all setting all of them up today.
I love it, man. Thank you guys for all your hard work, and look forward to seeing it all in action tomorrow.
And everybody will see you guys on Bone TV over your shoulders.
That is great. Thank you so much. It sounds great too, by the way. It sounds crystal clear on our end.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you so much, Dylan. You're the man.
See you guys.
All right. Bye-bye. Look at that. Look at that. People, all hands on deck. Everybody coming together. I was just talking to Mike and Corey about the late night broadcast, which is going to be pretty cool. It is going to be a star-studded affair.
Yeah.
I heard Mike Calta say that he was coming by. I know Drew's probably going to stay late. I was trying to figure out, like, was there a specific time that they needed somebody? I think I'll probably come out late night. I don't know how far into the night they're going to go, but you will have live radio very, very late into the night on Thursday night, and then obviously the Mike Calta show. I think I heard them say this morning that they were going to go pretty much until noon.
Oh, really?
I hope I didn't just make that up, but
okay.
I don't know where Johnny falls into that, and maybe that was including the after show, but I think they're going to go for a bit as well. Dude, right when
I'm excited and nervous. I would say
nervous.
Nerves.
You can't be nervous.
Nerves 30%.
Why?
Excitement 70%.
Why nerves?
We kind of touched on it in the beginning. It's just the commercial free, that there's no space for anything like that. Like, I trust you.
Spin it. You can
but
also
I'm more nervous about myself.
You could also spin it into it might be easier. Like there's now when we do it this way, there is a structure to what we do, and you think I got this much further to go. I want to make sure that I put this here, this there, and I want to let it breathe. Like, we really just have to be. Like, we have things planned, and we know we're going to do stuff, and we've got guests coming by as well. But at the same time, I think that it just allows us to breathe. Nothing is rushed. Thoughts can be stretched out further than they normally would. I'm trying to lock in for a fact that Pat Maroon is going to come by. I think he is going to be in town.
Oh, man, I got some questions for him.
Do we want to talk about what we saw?
I think now that you said that, we have to.
Dude, first I have to say, I don't ever take for granted how cool Pat Maroon is, but Pat Maroon is so cool because I see last night on his Instagram story that he's out golfing. He's in a foursome with Paul Bissonnette from Spittin' Chicklets, who seems like one of the coolest dudes ever. John freaking Gruden, Ryan McDonough, and they're all out there, in a foursome just golfing. And I can't tell you how close in proximity you were when you texted me last night. I had seen that photo no exaggeration, maybe a minute and a half before you text me. And I was having the same exact thoughts. And I would love for anybody that follows Pat Maroon to, maybe let us know if you see the same things in the photo, because I saw the photo of him standing on the green. And he's wearing a golf shirt.
Yeah, as you do.
Maybe even a form-fitting, tight-fitting golf shirt.
Some would say.
And I just had an observation that. What was your observation?
Well, I saw the photo and I went, "Huh." That was probably my first type of reaction.
Oh, dude.
And then I started thinking, and I think that's when I text you immediately. I go,
"You think it's CGI? You think it's AI?"
Imagine this was a big roost and he's just jacked right now. He's just a specimen. I saw it and I go, I don't think he's been training.
Dude, I just screenshotted it myself too, and just a little bit of this, a little bit of that in certain areas. Who am I to judge? But just saying.
I will say this: it made his 10-pound comment make more sense.
Yeah,
I saw that go.
Yeah, and I'm not saying this to diminish my victory for when it comes.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that, and I said this from the beginning, like, this is my life. Like, this radio show is my life. Things that we plan and talk about, like, this is what I do every day. Pat Maroon, as much as he may like us, this is an afterthought to his life.
Exactly.
Like, he's out there getting inducted into Hall of Fames. He's golfing with John Gruden. He's going to coach his son's hockey team up in Michigan. Like, he's doing so many things that I just don't know that this is his number one. And for me, it's really all that I'm thinking about, to be completely honest with you. So from that perspective, I think it's just very, very different.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, I think, it'll probably be too late now because, such short notice, but, like, it would be funny if we could plan when Pat comes in that you wear, like, a fat suit almost. Like, something that, like maybe even not even a fat suit, but something where we could, like, pad that area just so he'll see it and see if he comments on anything.
Like,
we don't even
by tomorrow?
Yeah, just something there that we could, like, let's say, like, a small pillow or something. Something, we don't even comment on it. We leave it to see if he says anything and see where he goes with it. Maybe he'll be like, oh, my God, John, I thought it was just me.
Dude, it did cross my mind that, like, seeing each other, I don't think he can make up for the lost time at this point, but, like, it did cross my mind that him seeing me might motivate him a little bit.
It can motivate him, but he can't, I think. This is going to sound bad because if you end up losing, I'll be so surprised.
Yeah, we all will be.
Yes.
This will be the biggest
upset.
I'll look
the
like
comeback,
the biggest idiot of all time. Truly.
I just think that when he sees you and you are just what you are now, he's going to go, I can't beat him without cheating.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm more worried about.
I don't know that he's to be honest with you, I don't know if there's something you can do in 2 weeks from a cheating perspective that could catch up.
Good point.
I don't know.
Apart from a surgery.
Yeah, I don't.
Which he definitely has money to go do.
He might be able to.
He's that competitive. He's like, I'm going to get surgery. This son of a bitch is going down.
I don't know if I said this. Did I say that it was Senning Show? Did I say he's Dizzy? I'm John Senning. You can call 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Watch us on YouTube. The Vroom Vroom Room is live. Shout out to everybody who's already in there watching. You can also watch on Facebook at theboneonline.com, but we like to send people to YouTube. I'm looking for a new name.
I got a couple.
Oh, you do? Okay. Hit
Green Rocks 4942. That has to be new.
Dude, I would remember. I would remember Green Rocks. Have you seen Felix in there yet today? FJ
No.
Bar.
No.
Dude, so I got a funny text from, I was so hoping it was what we thought it was going to be. I got a funny text from Danielle this morning, Radio Danielle, that said, hey, it was a screenshot and it said, hey, I got this while I was live with you on the show. Remember we were talking about if she's ever gotten D pics?
Oh,
and,
no.
And it was a DM from Felix, but it had like the thing where it will be blocked out. It was like this content has been censored to whatever. So I thought for sure
he was firing.
I thought he was firing it off, and I said, and she goes, "Should I open it?" I said, "Please open it, and please send me a picture of the D pic when you see it." That to be said, that said, it was a joke about being a D pic, but was not an actual.
Oh,
D-pic.
okay.
Needless to say,
I've done that before, where I'm like, I'm gonna send you this D photo and say the word, and then just send the photo like Andy Dick.
There you go. Yeah. Have fun. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this? Oh,
Hey, this is Todd. What's up, John and Diz?
Hold on,
Yep.
real quick. Chain of Lakes Refrigeration A2906.
No, that's old. I remember.
Oh, it
that.
is?
No, kidding.
It's a Chain of Lakes Refrigeration. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Doing great, man. You guys have an amazing show.
Thanks, brother.
Two questions for you. Do you think that Dale Jr. was drinking a beer on the pit box?
Oh yeah, dude, that was the greatest thing ever.
Oh,
what
yeah.
did he have? What did he have wrapped around it? It was like a plastic bag
Like
or
a
something.
napkin or
Yeah.
wrapped around the
Oh.
can. I'm like, that's awesome.
Absolutely, dude.
Next question is, what does Dusty Rose say in the beginning about giving you a watch and then something else? I can't understand it.
Kicking you in the butt. Saying
Is that what he
a
says?
computer
That's
took
what
your
I-
place.
Yeah, a computer took your place, brother. That's hard times, Daddy.
Yeah.
Hard times.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. Have a great day.
Thank you. I do actually have two things. The first one just coming across the news desk right now. I've transitioned, by the way. I have deep regret. You're going to hate this. I have deep regret for ever even bringing up the Michael Jordan thing. I have so decided that this is the biggest nothing burger turned into like, and the reason is because Tyler Reddick, because of this kid that won the Daytona 500. I didn't touch on this enough. He has I think the kid's like 8 months old. Last season, his son had to have heart surgery. His little baby child had to have heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
And they didn't know if he was going to make it. And then this kid turns it around and ends up winning the Daytona 500. It's the greatest moment of his life. And at least on the internet, the only thing people want to talk about is how Michael Jordan molested his son in broad daylight. And I feel so bad for him. And I saw a clip last night on from TMZ where a TMZ reporter got him outside. He did. NASCAR's doing something different because, he went and did the whole tour of New York. He did the Today Show.
Oh,
he
really?
did ESPN. He was up on the top of the Empire State Building. Like, they're definitely making a run to bring NASCAR more to the mainstream. But so he's out there like in New York. There's paparazzi all around him. He's signing autographs, and somebody asks him about it. Somebody says, "What do you think about what everybody's making about the Michael Jordan thing?" And some dude, publicist from NASCAR, I don't know who it was,
shut it down.
pops in at me. He's like, "We will not be talking about that." but a short time ago, I have not seen this yet. I guess Stephen A. Smith asked him about it.
Is there anything that you'd like to say about the media backlash involving Michael Jordan celebrating with your family?
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, I've gotten to know Michael and his family very well over the years I've been here with 2311, and I don't see what other people see when it comes to this. For me, it's a huge moment. This is the biggest moment of my career. It's a huge moment for my family and for his family. And I just, I put that off to the side and just think about how think about the look on Yvette's face and the whole family and his whole group.
You know,
when
a
they got
funny
to
little
victory lane
detail too. That video that you shared that other people have been sharing of when the kid like whips around his head. That's actually Michael Jordan's wife that's holding him at that point.
Oh, really?
He's in Michael Jordan's wife's arm. So
like, you ain't going nowhere.
She's like, you're ours now. It really, I don't know what it means, but I was watching it's just like everywhere. Like it really, especially once you start getting into the more like alternative media. I played the clip from Pardon My Take or the Barstool dude on Monday, and then yesterday I saw a podcast that I don't know if you ever have heard of or watched Son of a Boy Dad. It's a Barstool podcast, but they had Shane Gillis on yesterday.
Oh, really?
And Shane Gillis, one of the biggest comedians in the world right now, mainstream face of Bud Light, clearly going,
hard.
This is wrong. This is what is going on. And I just feel bad for the guy who just won the Daytona 500, who when he goes onto the internet, they're not talking about how he won the Daytona 500. They're talking about how Michael Jordan diddled your kid.
Yeah, that does suck. But hey, man, people are talking about it.
Yeah, that's
the race and everything. Well, not the race. They were talking about the NASCAR thing.
Yeah,
and that's
but I don't think it has any holding power. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it has any value to NASCAR. People aren't going to go.
You don't think so?
No, not at all. No. I don't think one person goes, "Oh man, that's the sport where Michael Jordan touched that kid like that, so I'm going to make sure I watch the race next week." I don't know.
I think you're right about that, but I think a lot of people out there, JP didn't even know this, that they didn't even know Michael Jordan was involved in NASCAR.
Maybe, okay, now from that perspective, maybe.
So I'm not saying they're tuning in and go, "Oh my God, I got to see the next time he diddles some kid," but they're going, what am I missing about NASCAR? Michael Jordan's involved and blah, blah, blah. And now I got to check it out a little more. Which other car is his? Oh, Denny Hamlin, the guy whose dad was murdered, possibly?
Maybe you're right. maybe you're right. From that perspective, just the awareness of Michael Jordan's presence, I will give you that's probably
like that
value.
Reddick's like, I want my championship. I don't care what child of mine's getting diddled. That's not what's on my mind right now.
By the way, Diz, you're part of the problem.
Yeah. Thank you.
Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Charles.
Charles, what's up, buddy?
So,
by the way, I apologize to John Hopkins.
I'm from Tampa. Been long-term native here. You guys' show is awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Dizzy, you need a raise. I'm Team Dizzy, Team John.
Appreciate
John,
it, brother.
got a little tip for your little weight loss thing.
Okay.
Not a diet or anything like that.
Okay, all right.
I wrestled all through school, a little bit of college, a little bit in the military.
Like pro wrestling? Like New Age shooter style?
Yeah.
Like collegiate, Olympic stuff.
Okay. So I don't know if you meant like backyard.
No. I'm a little dude. We're little people.
Okay.
Little people deal. So you can drop 5 pounds a day before water weight. 100%.
What did you
in
say?
1 day.
What did you say?
5 pounds of water weight
5 pounds.
easily.
Yeah.
You can drop it
I
in 1 day the day before.
I believe it.
You just put a garbage bag on, a hoodie, do some walking or some jogging or whatever like that.
Yeah,
don't drink any water after. Jump on the scale.
You're talking to a man who watched Kingdom.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm going to have to push it that far. I appreciate it, and if it comes down to it, I'm sure that last day is going to be tough. And I'm already thinking about that weekend so much because it's the weekend before Monday. So March 2nd is that Monday.
Yeah.
And then I've already mentioned this, but that Saturday is the NASCAR truck race in St. Pete.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much already told myself not going to be able to be a booze hound like I'd like to be.
Yeah.
Not going to be able to eat all of the treats that I'm sure will be around. So those are just going to be 2 lost days where I'm going to have to just hunker down and accept my fate.
I know. I agree with you. I don't think there's any reason to believe that you need to drop an extra 5 before the weigh-in. I think you still should.
Yeah,
I think you should still treat it like you have a literal boxing weigh-in coming up and you need to cut weight. Because I think what's really going to be the thing that you need to shoot for is how shocking
the world.
Yeah,
I think you are right.
The margin you beat him by, I think, is what needs to be told.
And for that, you may be onto something. Is I'm no longer here to just win. I'm here to shock the world.
Kick his ass.
Yeah, it's undeniable.
He's a 3-time back-to-back-to-back champion. Kick his ass, John.
What does that mean when you beat a 3-time back-to-back-to-back champion? What does that mean for you? That makes me some sort of champion by proxy. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, vroom, vroom, Ross.
Hey, our guy. Dude, thank you so much for the Daytona hats, man. You're the man.
Oh, yeah, man. That's cool, man. Hey, you know what's funny, bro, is we do a pool, and I'm like, Tyler Reddick. I got Jimmy Johnson, Tyler Reddick, and somebody else. I'm like, okay, great. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, well, I win $420.
Oh, nice.
$420, dog.
Dude, you didn't take your boy Ross Chastain, vroom, vroom?
No, we pick out of a hat. We pick out of a hat.
Oh.
Yeah. And he came in 20th. But, I mean, he was in 3rd place for a long time, and then he came in 20th after pit stop, stuff like that. But, yeah, man, I was hoping you guys got my package. I hope
we
you
did.
like the hats,
Dude,
man.
Love it. Did you hear? Hold on. Let me play it for you again while you're live on the air. Stand by.
I'm Ross Chastain. You're listening to 102.5 The Bone. Real
Get the hell out of here.
Radio.
Pretty sweet, right?
How'd you do that?
Yeah, dude, I guess since we're a partner with NASCAR and we carry the races, I guess they had a big production meeting at Daytona, and the guy who's our contact went and we have literally every driver.
I'm Denny Hamlin, and you're listening to 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio.
Double Uno.
Pretty cool.
That's bad. That's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude.
Thanks, brother.
All right,
we
cool,
appreciate
man.
you, Paul.
I'm glad you enjoyed. Peace out.
Have a good one. Thank you. All right, we're going to break mildly early today because we have things popping today. Here shortly, we will be joined by Just Call Mo, the one and only. Got some legal briefs to dig into with him, something personal that I'll be curious to get his opinion on as well. And then at 2:00, I know a lot of people know about the Pinellas podcast. His name is Mark, and this local themed podcast has really taken the algorithm by storm. He's always got great stories, and he's really, really good at highlighting great local businesses, bars and restaurants specifically. And so we're going to do the top 5 dives in Pinellas Park with Mark from the Pinellas Podcast coming up at 2:00. So don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have our buddy Just Call MOE on the line.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. When a child is hurting, everything stops. Families need hope and a place they can trust. February 19th and 20th, 102.5 The Bone goes 24 hours, commercial-free, raising funds for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Generously sponsored by Clean Earth Systems. Listen to parents, doctors, and caregivers share stories of courage, compassion, and life-saving care. Every dollar goes directly to the hospital, helping kids get the care they need. Donate now at theboneonline.com and be part of something that matters. We're all in for all children. From 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, rideshare crashes, distracted driving accidents. You name it, we've litigated it. If you've been in a crash, make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Get up to 40% off cruises, plus get up to $750 onboard credit and kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
It might be super cold today, but your AC might be on tomorrow. Going from heating to cooling puts stress on your system. Now is the perfect time to get it checked out before that spring heat arrives. Plus, Climate Design is offering pre-spring discounts on new Trane systems. So if you need a new AC, plumbing, or electrical repair, call Climate Design today. They've got over 1,700 five-star reviews, so you can trust Climate Design for total comfort. 727-540-0097 or climatedesign.com.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet Arch Support System.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me. And good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today. Or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet Arch Supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
All right, guys, thinking about popping the question or finally upgrading that watch game with the Rolex? Stop waiting. Get to the Gold and Diamond Source now. Right now, you can trade in your old, broken, unused jewelry and roll it into something bigger. And with the gold prices at record highs, there has never been a smarter time to do it. And listen, if it's real love, it better be real. The Gold and Diamond Source only sells natural diamonds. No shortcuts, no lab stuff. Real, natural diamonds. Their first-time buyers program walks you through the 4 C's, every shape, every style, and they've got a massive inventory ready to go. Plus, get 0% financing for up to 5 years. Finance $5,000, that's about $83 a month. Done. And if you're ready to flex a little, check out their exclusive pre-owned Rolex collection. Timeless, elite, legendary. When it matters, make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
It's a love you give only at Golden Diamond Source.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50% off our limited edition bed. Plus free home delivery with any bed and base. Ends Monday. Only at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com.
Check engine or ABS light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Every business starts with an idea. With smart business buying from Amazon Business, get everything you need to grow in one familiar place. From office supplies to IT essentials and maintenance tools. Ready to bring your visions to life? Learn how at AmazonBusiness.com.
This weekend, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa will host Lady Luck HQ and Friends Birthday Triathlon Weekend. A big series of casino events, including slot tournaments and drawings to win cash and prizes. 3 days, 3 events, millions in winning moments. For details, go to casino.hardrock.com/Tampa.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing, right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. 800-771-1025. If you do happen to have any legal questions, you found yourself in a pickle, we'll take the call because we've got the expert of experts. The man you need to call if you're injured on the go. He's Just Call Mo. Just call MOE.com. 866-CALL-MOE. I feel like it's been a minute, and I picked this song, Heaven, because it feels like heaven every time I get to speak with the one and only Mo DeWitt. What's up, buddy?
How's it going, buddy?
Doing pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm no expert though. I'm just a humble man here to help answer your question.
Is that something legal that you have to say, or are you just being humble?
No, it actually is something legal.
You do. Oh, I'm sorry. So my verbiage, there was a packet somewhere that I should have read that said, don't refer to Mo as an expert at any point. So I do apologize. Not an expert, but a hell of a guy with lots and lots of knowledge. I meant to text you, but I wanted to tell you, I did an event at the Wild Fork like 2 weekends ago, and I was blown away at the outpouring of people and love in the first place. But tons of people asking about you, talking about how much they love the magnets, asking if there was going to be more. So it made me feel really good that you're resonating with the fine folks of the Tampa Bay region. So I've been meaning to tell you that.
I appreciate that. That's awesome. And we'll have to do some more magnets and some other fun stuff too.
For sure. I want to, what did I see you did? You have to be one of the, as far as any entity, really, you guys are so active. You're always doing events. You're always putting out amazing content on social media. And I know that you kind of have a small team, not like an army, but I know between you and John and maybe a couple others, you guys are always working at it. What was the event that you guys did yesterday?
Oh, so yesterday we do these VIP dinners. So if you're part of our VIP program, which you can go to justcallmo.com/VIP if you want to register for that. But basically, a few times a year, we just do a dinner where we invite a bunch of people out and we just hang out and have some food, have some drinks, and just, have a good time.
Very cool. And then a week from Saturday in Orlando is the Mini Masters. Is that sold out, or can the general public still get a ticket?
So to play is sold out. You can come out and get a quote unquote spectator ticket if you want to just hang out and have some food and have some drinks. But the actual play is sold out.
Very cool, very cool. And I think last week you said you were in the Bahamas. Was that a leisurely family trip?
Obviously, a work trip in the Bahamas. No,
well, I don't know what kind of things go on in the Bahamas. I don't know what kind of legal activity happens.
There's nothing legal going on over there.
Yeah.
No, it was a family trip. Yeah, I just went over there for a week and just hung out.
Do you have a place like that you guys like to go? Like, is there a spot that is the hub for Just Call Mo in the Bahamas?
There is. There is. It's a place called Elbow Key or Hope Town, which is kind of, you fly into Marsh Harbor and then you take a little ferry over there. It's a small little island.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like where Kenny Chesney would be hanging out.
I mean, there are kind of some of those people. I think that now there's like kind of the ritzy islands around there, but back in the day, those people would kind of hang out there because nobody would bother them. Because I mean, I think the biggest hotel there has like 10 rooms, maybe, or 8 rooms. Like, it's a pretty small island.
Do you stay like at a resort, or do you have a house, or do you own a house there?
No, we just rented a house for the week.
Oh, nice, very, very cool. I guess I've been to the Bahamas. I'm about to go. We're going to the Bahamas on the cruise, right?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
We're going to
Nassau and Coco Cay.
We're going to be in the Bahamas together. Look at that, all of us.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
Very
nice.
romantic.
Are you bringing anybody with you on the cruise, Mo?
So far, I've not been able to convince anyone to come with me.
All right.
Maybe that'll change, but right now I'm riding solo.
Dude,
don't bring sand to the beach. I feel you, dog.
We were this is a happily married man. We were throwing out ideas to have somebody win their way into JoJo's cabin. I bet you Just Call Mo's cabin much more spacious, and a much higher prize. What would you need from somebody to be able to bunk up with you?
There's no chance in hell I'm sharing a cabin with anybody.
There goes I was gonna. Can I just stay with you, dog? Is that is that okay?
Never mind. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It's. I had an idea, but it's
okay.
Nobody's staying in Mo's room.
Yeah,
we're not putting nobody.
You can throw it out there.
No. Maybe I'll throw it out there off the air, but I don't want to. put it out there.
On the spot.
I don't want to put you on the spot. What if we got them tested real good? We got them all. We made sure they had no, sicknesses or diseases or anything. We made sure they were real clean. Maybe we even put them in a bubble. They can't even breathe the same air as you.
I mean, maybe.
He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com. I feel like there was one other thing. Oh, we were talking last week about you and your piloting. You don't fly yourself to the Bahamas, do you?
Okay. So normally I take my plane, but it's been in maintenance, so we're not able to take it last week. It just got out of maintenance today, actually.
What is the conversation we were having is what is the furthest your plane can go or that you have flown yourself?
So the furthest I've taken it, I think, was Indianapolis, but it can go from like here to New York.
Okay, so that seems pretty damn far.
We did.
It just takes longer. Yeah, it's not as fast as a jet, obviously.
I wrote some stuff down there.
Oh, you did?
Asked. You wanted to ask about Trevor Noah and the jokes on Trump. That was something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let's
And
run
then-
through some of these that we hadn't talked about, and this is kind of late. And I don't know if Trump dropped it, but Trevor Noah during the Grammys made a reference to Trump going to Epstein Island, and Trump immediately fired off a post that said he was going to sue him. What makes a joke and makes it protected versus you just saying something that can ultimately get you sued?
Well, I mean, first of all, he's a public figure, so defamation has a higher bar to when you're a public figure, and so given the context of it and it being in a joke, and also that there have been allegations thrown out there. He's been photographed with Jeffrey Epstein many times. The tough thing about if he were to bring a case like that is he would have to prove it's false. Which would basically open him up to a line of questioning, a detailed line of questioning.
Oh, so he don't want to do it.
I don't. If I was his lawyer, I would tell him not to do it. Now,
that's really good. I can't believe the internet wasn't running wild with that, because that's almost a smoking gun. I bet you there's a lot of people that wish he would try to do that, so then you could dive even deeper.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's on a little bit different level as the president, and he has some protections there. But once he's no longer the president, then those protections are all gone, and you could really dive into in detail his relationship with Epstein and where he's been, what he knows. So it's opening a can of worms that I don't think he wants to open.
That's crazy. What else did you have over
The
there?
embryo.
Did we talk about that? I feel like maybe we talked about it.
We did talk about that a little bit.
I think we did touch on that one. I want to throw. You got anything else on your list?
No.
I wanted to throw something at you that became a topic of discussion on the show yesterday, pretty seriously, and it brings me no great joy because we were having fun, but I really wasn't having fun. I earlier this week was out walking my dog, and I saw a very young child on the street alone. That's the best way to explain it. The more that I thought, I was trying to really envision this kid. And I know that I said he was Asian, but you know who he looks like in my mind?
The guy from Indiana Jones?
No,
He's
no.
like, Indy!
No, not that guy. No,
Thank you, Mo.
Hold on. It's going to be better. It won't carry the same weight if I don't play the audio. He was this kid. Stand by. Everybody stand by. It was this kid in my mind. In his mind. It was this kid. This
right
kid.
Here.
The one right here.
You guys. Listen. Okay, what?
Like everything they do at this house, you can't trust everything at Grandma's house.
Okay.
He was a little child that looked like the Listen Linda little kid, and I felt weird about it, but I felt even weirder about approaching him and asking him like if he was okay or where his parents were, if he was alone or what was going on, that I did nothing. Let's just say hypothetically something happened to that kid. Is just me knowing that he was out on the street alone enough to bring charges down upon me for not doing something to help if something bad happened?
Potentially. So Florida is one of the few states that actually has mandatory reporting for everybody, meaning every person is considered a mandatory reporter when it comes to child abuse or child neglect. And knowing and willfully failing to report child abuse or child neglect is a third-degree felony.
Damn.
The question there would be
lock him up.
Was it knowingly?
Yes.
Do you actually know
Shut
that
up.
this kid's being neglected?
No, I don't know that he was being neglected. I mean, as I look at it, I guess that's a super interesting question because per my parameters of being a parent, I feel like letting a child of that age out to roam the streets is neglect. I don't know what the law would say. I don't know what is protected. Like, let's say this kid was at the high end 5 years old and mom lets him just go. Like, is that per your mind and thought? Would that be enough to be neglect?
Potentially. I mean, I think it depends on the circumstances. It depends on how long they're out there for. Is the parent within sight? Do they know how to get back to the house? I think there's a number of different potential defenses or justifications for it, depending on your viewpoint. But I will say, there's been a number of these stories where, people have been charged with like child neglect for leaving like a 12-year-old home alone. And, personally growing up, I thought that was fine. I got left all the time home alone at, probably 10 or 12 years old.
Kevin McAllister over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the standards or the norms of our society have shifted a little bit to where, nowadays that might be considered neglect when we were growing up, it wasn't at all, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, and again, it's I as far as I know, this kid made it to wherever he was going. But it was just interesting. We talked about it a bit yesterday, and I did wonder what the burden would be on a normal bystander in a situation such as that.
So, I mean, and there's a important distinction between mandatory reporting and a duty to rescue. So, in Florida, all you have a duty to do is to, call it in, basically. Mandatory report it, call the police, call DCF, whoever. There's a Florida abuse hotline as well you could call. But you have no duty to intervene. You don't have to go physically rescue the child. You don't have to physically, take custody of the child or try to protect the child. You just have to report it. That's what your legal duty is.
I can just
the bare minimum is what you're saying, Mo. I get it.
I can see like the headline: local radio personality charged with kidnapping after attempting to rescue a child that was just out riding his scooter.
And there was that guy in Georgia who got charged with attempted kidnapping in the Walmart. And he was in jail for like a month until they finally got the video. He asked the mom for like an Advil or something. The kid, I think, kind of touched the guy. He was on like a motorized scooter, and he either reached towards the kid, but it was innocent. But he was in jail for like a month for attempted kidnapping.
That to me is a precedent-setting case, and I thank you for bringing that up. Between that guy and the firestorm coming down on Michael Jordan right now, I can't be messing with any kids in these streets. Dude, this is a wild local story. A human resource company, it was shocked to learn that more than 300 old graves are beneath the property that it bought right here in Clearwater. Frank Crum is the company. They're suing Clearwater's Community Redevelopment Agency after archaeologists discovered there were likely hundreds of dead bodies under its office complex. In 2022, an engineering company reported that there were at least 328 graves under the property, which was the St. Matthew's Baptist Church Cemetery in a 20th century black neighborhood, according to the Tampa Bay Times. Before Frank Crum bought the property in 2004, it belonged to a software company. In a written agreement between the redevelopment agency, pretty much guaranteed them that there were not human remains underneath the building. That is now deemed to be a lie, and they are suing the city. Is this? Have you ever heard of anything like this before?
I mean, it's actually come up more and more over the past probably decade or so. And back a couple of years ago, DeSantis did sign a bill that gave certain protections to historic cemeteries, especially abandoned African American burial grounds across the state. So he did kind of strengthen those protections. But it does happen, unfortunately. And, here basically they're saying to the city of Clearwater, you guys originally built over this cemetery, so you're responsible for relocating and handling these bodies and handling this grave appropriately.
That there's a very similar situation. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, either of you, over in St. Pete, the gas plant district or whatever it is, pretty much adjacent to Tropicana Field.
Yeah.
Bunch of unmarked graves there. Bunch of stuff.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know what they're doing with them because they're going to redevelop them. But like you alluded to, Mo, I think maybe that's a bigger thing that maybe we don't either know about or nothing ever gets done, where there are these unmarked graves, and eventually, with Florida being Florida, it just they get built upon.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much land, and obviously Florida's been vastly developed over the last 50 years. So it's become more of a problem, as there's more development.
Diz, if only we had a superhero whose job it was to go find black unmarked graves, take out their corpses, and then go bury them in a proper burial. Can you think of any superheroes that would do that?
I think there's one iconic one that comes to mind first. He's a captain, some will call him, right?
Yeah. Mo, we learned about a new a Disney character yesterday. That is problematic in nature for some people.
Yeah, I wonder do I have a case where I can go and bring that to the attention? It's Disney, right?
Yeah, I don't think that being offended can get you any legal. It's a legitimate Disney Junior show called AJ Plus, and they introduced a new black superhero that teaches the kids how to do laundry and clean the house, and his name is Captain Durag.
Interesting.
Yeah. Do we have a case? Anybody we can sue?
Yeah.
I mean, this is America. We can sue anybody for any reason.
All right, that's what I like.
That's the lawyer I want to represent me.
That's what I like to hear. Man, what a loss for society here. Are boneless wings any different from chicken nuggets? A federal judge weighed in on Tuesday in a lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings. In a 10-page ruling, U.S. District Judge John Tharp in Illinois said the sports bar franchise can continue to call its popular menu item boneless wings, even though they are chicken nuggets. A wing lover by the name of Eamon Halem filed a lawsuit in 2023 claiming violations of the Illinois Consumer Fraud Act over Buffalo Wild Wings, calling them boneless wings instead of chicken nuggets. The judge decided Tuesday there wasn't enough meat on the bone of this argument. Boneless wings are not a niche product for which a consumer would need to do extensive research to figure out the truth, the judge wrote. Instead, boneless wings is a common term that has existed for over 2 decades. Mo, just another one of these off-the-wall, frivolous food lawsuits. That being said, those ain't no wings.
Maybe not, but I think we actually talked about this when it first got filed.
I think maybe, yeah.
But I mean, the judge, the way I read this is the judge is basically saying, like, you're a moron. Everybody knows what a boneless wing is. Like, get out of my courtroom.
Yeah, it is. It's super interesting that it can even go this far. And I know that that's part of the beauty of maybe the way that we do things in America is that you can have your day in court. But the fact that there's not somebody at a little window when this person walks up and goes, "Get the hell out of here, you idiot. Stop wasting our time," and just shuts it down right there. The fact that a judge and the time of all of the people that needed to be in a courtroom were wasted over somebody who was trying to sue Buffalo Wild Wings over boneless wings is kind of insane.
It is, and I'm shocked that this guy found an attorney to actually bring this claim, because that's impressive that there's somebody who believed in this lawsuit to go ahead and file it in federal court.
So in his ruling, he cited a 2024 Ohio Supreme Court ruling on restaurants and what customers can expect when they place an order. As the Ohio Supreme Court recently put it, a diner reading boneless wings on a menu would no more believe that the restaurant was warranting the absence of bones in the items than believe the items were made from chicken wings, just as a person eating chicken fingers would not believe that these are actually severed fingers. So,
right.
So very right in the sense of he is kind of like, you're an idiot, and we're moving along here. But people will keep throwing things against the wall until it sticks. No real cheese in Kraft mac and cheese. No real strawberries in the strawberry Pop-Tarts. And the suing for the tuna at Subway. It's at this point, it's one of the most American things you can do is sue a food company for lying to you.
You know, lawsuits are all about being American.
That's what we are here. He is Mo DeWitt. Just call MOE.com, 866-CALL-MOE, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Never forget, when you go to the website, you'll see Mo's beautiful face right there in the corner talking to you. He looks so handsome. You have any good, what's your latest hot parm spot?
We got one going out today that was a place called Tacos versus Pizza, which is It's a great concept. It's Italian food and Mexican food combined in one restaurant.
Oh,
but I won't. I guess I'll spoil the surprise a little bit. They don't do either one really well.
Oh,
so
no!
They kind of faltered on that.
Yeah. You should try to get one thing good before you want to delve into many things. And there's a big gap between tacos and pizza. I've asked you this before. I've had to. If it's one of my favorite things, tacos or pizza, you can only eat one for the rest of your life.
I think I said tacos. I can't remember, but I feel like tacos are more diverse.
Tacos or burgers. You can only have one for the rest of your life.
I'm still going tacos.
Yeah, I think so, dude.
Yeah.
A good like the best taco you'll ever have is better than the best pizza or the best burger. I think
for you,
ever have.
yes.
Yeah, but because you're what? You're a pizza guy.
I'm pizza, and
that's just crazy.
Yeah, I love pizza,
especially for an island boy.
Pizza, and then maybe even burgers over. I think me and Pat were on the same side, and you and Mo were on the same side.
That's just crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So?
Well, I mean, not crazy in the scope of the world, crazy for you.
I think
you have an adventurous palate, and I feel like tacos have a little more spice, a little more essence of life than a slice of pizza.
The way I take it is I've never eaten a taco and go, oh my God, it's the best damn taco I've ever had. I've eaten it and go, I could eat more of these. But I've eaten pizza slices and burgers where I'm like, yo, this is
We gotta take you on a taco tour, dude.
I think so. Maybe I'm just eating at the wrong taco
Maybe I know that it goes against the the Parm thing you have going on, but maybe the next video that we do for the station, Mo, we could incorporate a little Dizzy taco tour and try and find a taco around here that will make Dizzy go.
That sounds like a hell of a time to me.
I like it, man. Well, thank you for your time. I hope to see you real soon. And everybody go out just to spectate and support to the Mini Masters out in Orlando. And check out all of Mo's social media. Just call MOE and just call MOE.com. You're the man, Mo. We always love talking to you and hanging out with you, buddy.
Good to talk with you guys, and hopefully I'll see you soon.
All right, see you soon, man. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, I believe we will have Mark from the Pinellas podcast hanging out with us for a little bit. Especially over the last couple years, I have fallen in love with the idea of a dive bar. I think they are a step back into the past. They're filled with nostalgia, often filled with cigarette smoke, and we happen to have a lot of them in this area. And Mark does a great job of highlighting and spotlighting local businesses. He's going to hit us with the top 5 dives in Pinellas County, and we'll also find out what else is going on in the world of the Pinellas podcast. So keep it right here on 102.5 The Bone.
Underneath the stars, where we park.
Oh, I feasted on meat. I've been eating so much protein lately. Wild Fork, it's always a main staple in my life, but lately it's the only staple in my life. I got some of the pasture-raised chicken breast, hit it with a little chipotle lime seasoning, and then I did a tri-tip with the, listen up, pro tip here. The Butcher's Smoked Blend seasoning at Wild Fork is money. I did the tri-tip with that on it, and I just feasted on meat last night. Wild Fork has everything you're looking for, from rare cuts of meat. Maybe you want to do some Wagyu for a special occasion. Another pro tip, the Wagyu skirt steak is off the chain if you've never had it. Wild game, tons of seafood, side seasonings, desserts, and sauces to go right along with it. You can get it delivered right to your front door, or you can go into the store. West Chase, South Tampa, in St. Pete on 4th Street North. Check them out, would you? WildForkFoods.com.
It's gonna be a stunner. I got something here. If you give me one more beer, I'm gonna call the runner. I don't wanna say.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Last call for Calta Cruise 19. Yes, you still have time to get on board.
Special announcement, listen up.
And this year, John Senning is coming with us. Ever thought, I'd like to play shuffleboard with Mike Calta? Or wish I could hang out with John Senning in the Bahamas? Or I've always wondered what Pap looks like while he's sleeping in his cabin? Gross. Well, now is your chance. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE. Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Slow drains or backups? Don't wait for a bigger mess. Hawkins Service Company, trusted by Tampa Bay homeowners for over 30 years, is offering a $49 drain cleaning to prevent costly plumbing repairs. Schedule today at HawkinsServiceCo.com.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
It's the discount that counts and the payment that matters at Ken Ganley Kia. Right now, take a flat $4,000 dealer discount off a new 2025 Kia Soul, $5,000 off a K4, $6,000 off a Telluride, $15,000 off an EV6, $15,000 off. Drive a new Kia from $99 lease per month, 25 K4 LXS, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $99 a month for a new Kia. But wait, there's more. Get up to $10,000 in finance savings when you buy a 2026 Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down. At Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richie on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia NewportRichie.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento, 0% APR, 1667 per 1,000 financed versus 8% APR plus tax, title, and dog fee unapproved. Credit through CAMAV expires 3/2/26.
It's free window February at Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota. Check out this deal. Buy 4 replacement windows and doors. Get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, 0% interest for 12 months. Expires February 28th at Renewal by Anderson of Florida. They're going to do a great job at beautifying your home. Superior products, exceptional service. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have select new Kia models. 0% APR for 5 years. 0 down payment or 0 payments until spring. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
At IDC, we honor the legacy of the one and only Keith LeClaire.
We refuse to be beat on any diamond, any price, anywhere. You cannot get any closer to the source in International Diamond Center.
His competitive spirit, his leadership, his passion for quality.
The finest quality at the best price, guaranteed. Anybody that sees it on her hand, they're going to be on, where'd you get that diamond?
And who can forget Keith's fun side?
If you don't come to IDC, you are nuts. You're going to get a bigger, better diamond for less at IDC, period.
As we mourn his passing, Keith LeClaire's spirit will always be alive and well at IDC. And his other family members carry on his legacy. His voice, his teachings, his vision will continue to guide us into the future. And the core values of IDC will never change.
I want you to be protected. I want you to make sure you're getting what you paid for. It's a commitment from our family. It's our blood. It's our heart behind it. It's our trust. It's our integrity.
International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online at shopidc.com.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom show.
I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com. Go from daydreamer to industry leader with Amazon Business. From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools that help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at AmazonBusiness.com.
Even if you've given up on your New Year's resolutions, one health habit that's easy to keep is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver protects your liver so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Online at Amazon, in stores at CVS, Walgreens, and now GNC.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
DJ the whole time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Welcome back to Senning Show. This is very exciting. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And man, we're going to find out the details of when it all started and how it got to be what it is today. But I feel like in front of my eyes, overnight, every time I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, I'm seeing clips of the now local legend, Mark, of Pinellas Podcast.
It's too much already, man. It's too much already.
Do you feel that way? Like, do you ever have those moments? Because maybe it's just from the outside in. I go, this guy blew up. Like, this guy blew up quick. Is it kind of at sometimes like, man, this is like a lot very, very soon?
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying a lot. I appreciate it. But, it's like I don't know, you talk to people like in any industry, sports, whatever, and overnight people just kind of roll their eyes, I mean, I don't know, I've been creating content for over 20 years. So there's nothing overnight about it.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, there was, listen, I can only I don't want to take any credit. Like the algorithms have a lot to do with it. So when you figure that game out, right, that takes some work.
It really does.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see. So when was Pinellas Podcast born?
Like hardcore, probably the end of August, early September.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Of last year.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. See, I didn't even know that it was that recent. So was there a video to you that or a post that was the one that kind of went viral or locally viral first that then it was like off to the races?
Not one, but there was a string. There was a string of beach bars, of local, actually the guy, remember the lottery winner? He won 170 million
that got in the fight at the, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he wins 170 million in Kentucky and decides to fly to St. Pete and fight cops.
Yeah.
He got rearrested today, by the way.
Oh, whoa.
I'm going to put something up later about that.
For those charges or for something else?
No, something else in Kentucky.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah.
You don't say.
That was a big one, because I was able to get the body cam video. So all that really helps. But the reality is, man, it's the audience, the people that share it, that talk about it. That's, if there is a secret sauce, I guess that's probably it. So I just try to do stuff that people want to have conversations about. I don't really want to do breaking news stuff.
It's too late.
It's too late.
It's too late. You're in the game.
Back to the drawing board.
And it's crazy. I mean, we were talking off air, and it's so tough in this world. I was talking to somebody this morning, Danny from the brisket shop, and he was asking me, like, people that aren't in a business like this go, well, how do you know what you're going to talk about every day? And I think at some point it does become natural, But that doesn't make it easy. And I think that you want to make sure that you're talking about the perfect stuff every day. And I think you do that so damn good. Like, maybe it's just similar mind frames and the stuff that you think is interesting. I'm right in that wheelhouse too, but I'll see videos that just captivate me. And I wrote down a couple notes of things that you've covered recently that I wanted to touch on.
Sure.
The first, which I don't know if you were the scoop of all scoops, but it felt like you were because the story went national after you touched on it. And I know that Drew talked about it and shouted you out that afternoon. I believe it was the Zoo Bar, the halftime show debacle where the guy was mad that they put the TV on the turning point. It felt like you were really the first person to publicly talk about that before it ended up being national news.
I got the video about, 3 hours after it happened. So I'm like, this is going to pop. This is going to go somewhere, And I think it's funny because that story to me was like less local and more kind of like national, like societal.
Oh, yes,
like,
for sure.
Like, where are we as just people, But yeah, dude, that was one. And so I did that. And then we actually wound up having those two guys, the guy on who did the video. We actually had him on our live. And so it was interesting to kind of be, in the middle of that and get all the perspectives. And that was a wild night for sure.
And you seem to have an approach, which I try to master, and I don't think I'm very good at it in certain moments. But like, you don't really dig into politics, even when talking about that. You can kind of hear in your voice maybe which way you're leaning, but you're not there to be an opinionated political tastemaker by any means.
Everybody's doing that already. Yeah. That market's taken, right? So, yeah, I mean, I like having the conversation, right? I like kind of being a part of the conversation. But, look, I'm human. I know it comes out sometimes which way I lean on a certain issue or something, and I'm not trying to hide that either because I got to be a human being. I'm not going to let AI created robot or something,
Well, it's interesting. Do you get, not that I'm looking to like totally dig into your analytics here, but we obviously preach how great radio is because of the local lean to it. Like tomorrow we were just talking about what we're doing at Johns Hopkins and the way that during hurricanes we can be here for people. Like that is the invaluable angle of radio. But then you look at a guy like you who has taken it on himself and is doing that. I mean, you are out at local businesses. You're helping bring attention to local businesses. One of the greatest things I think you've done is bring attention to businesses on the beach that are reopening after the storms. Are most of the people consistently from Pinellas County, or are you seeing it bleed out into the rest of the state at this point?
Yeah, it's bleeding out a little bit, especially when things go viral, like you said, like the zoo thing, and it just has such a cultural impact on people. But I really try to keep it. In Pinellas. I grew up in a small business family. I love small business. What happened with these storms, I don't think people talk about it enough, the impact that you had. I mean, you got Fort Myers, which still isn't 100% back from what happened years ago there. So in a way, we dodged a bullet. I like keeping it really Pinellas-centric. And, I was in radio for a long time, right? So a lot of what I learned was radio. I'm a big fan of local radio. I'm a big fan of what you guys do. So around Christmas, there was a baseball player, 9-year-old kid, diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. We helped raise money for that. Last week, there was a special needs family with a nonverbal autistic kid, trailer burned down. And so helping raise money for that. And I have a special needs son. So things like that, for me, like I can't just ignore it. You know what I mean? I have to go back. And even what you guys are doing with Johns Hopkins, I mean, that's the fabric of the community. I mean, everybody at some time probably, hope not, you're going to have to take your kid to Hopkins for something. And if not, your neighbor will, your sister will, you know what I mean? So if we don't have a strong community, man, we're done. If we don't have small businesses, you don't want to live in a place where businesses can't operate. You don't want to live in areas like that. So I think that's important. So you balance that, though, with the fun, right? Because I don't want to be like a business economics show.
Right.
Like I'm trying to have fun with it. So.
What you do, I think it is fun. And I have two more notes down here. Yeah. We've been a very coyote-centric program as of late. Yeah. I have had coyotes perusing the front of my house now for weeks on end. We had a couple come behind us. And I actually sent it to myself in the prep to play last week, and I didn't get to it. Dude, you had an insane video of these coyotes that chased a rabbit into a gutter that then the coyotes, 3 of them, came to the gutter of the house and ripped the gutter off of the house so then, by the way, I didn't find the update. Did they get the bunny?
They got it.
Two coyotes So there was another angle, right?
Yeah.
But I couldn't show it because it gives away the house.
Yeah,
There was some
yeah.
stuff we couldn't edit it. Bunny survived. Got
Oh, the
away.
bunny did survive.
Two coyotes ran into
Yeah.
each other, and the bunny survived.
Dude, it literally, this coyote rips the gutter off the house.
He's a machine,
and then
dude.
starts shaking the gutter to get the bunny out of the other end. But that also, not only is it just stuff that I'm interested in, and I think is great local content, but somebody's sending you that, right? Like you have become like the front lines. People are sending you stuff all of the time to things that they're seeing around town, whether it be business related or something that happens on their Ring doorbell camera. And I think that's a great position to be in.
I was at a bar, and I know this guy just from being at the bar, and he's like, "Yo, you got a second?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Watch this." I was like, "Here's my number. Text it to me right now." Like right now, text it to me. Yeah, I wake up in the morning, man, and it's like I said, I wasn't trying to do breaking news and stuff, but I think when you're an outlet and you're consistent, people maybe just gravitate to it. I don't know, but I wake up in the mornings and I'm like, man, I'm reading stuff. I'm like, should I call the FBI? Should I call the CIA? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
What is your is your inbox just inundated every day at this point?
Out of control. Yeah. And so now the messages are, hey man, you're a dick. Thanks for responding. That's what, can I say that on here?
Yeah. You could say more than you probably think you can.
Well, I'm not going to go there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now it's like, listen, I mean, like you guys, you got this Taj Mahal here. I mean, I drove up here. I'm like, I don't think, am I at the right building?
Let us not breeze past the fact this man got an entrance into the studio. I compared it to Bill Goldberg in his prime. If you remember when Bill Goldberg would walk out of the dressing room with security, imagine if the security was the two biggest bigwigs in the building. First of all, Jason Meter walks in, then John Brennan walks in. They both stand on each side of the door.
Yeah.
And then as if the seas parted, Mark of Pinellas Podcast just walks in like a straight up G being escorted by the bosses.
I don't think that's the way it went, but
you see
what?
it?
Is that how it went?
Yeah,
I don't know.
have 3-time Stanley Cup champion Pat Maroon came in the studio.
Well, there you go, Pat. How you like that, buddy?
No one escorted him like that.
No, they actually gave him a card just so nobody had to deal with him. They're like, we don't even want you to walk in there. We don't have to bother with it at all. So just so people maybe that don't know or maybe want to get a better idea, what is your schedule? Like, are you live every day? Are you what are you
So I do multiple live podcasts a day. And then what I do is I don't put those full episodes out, which drives some people crazy. And then I cut them up into kind of bite-sized content and put those out. So I could do 3 or 4 hours a day and then cut that up. Now, we do a live show on Tuesdays, noon to 1. Yeah. I know you can't listen because you're busy doing your show.
Yeah, that gets a little slippery there. But everybody's got free will, and you're a sweet man. So if people are popping in over there. I did the last thing that I have written down here, and I have not seen anybody else talk about this. And I love a conspiracy theory, and I love the Hulkster.
Oh, here we go.
You had a video that somebody sent you yesterday from Clearwater that absolutely looked like Hulk Hogan getting into a vehicle.
If you put that video in front of 10 people, at least 9 say it's Hulk Hogan. Do you agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I saw it, and I watched it more times than I'd like to admit, looking for the thing that told me that it wasn't Hulk Hogan,
right?
And I couldn't find it.
Now, my question is why somebody said it's witness protection program. I'm like, but did they keep you in the same city you were living in?
Well, and it's not even, that's my main thing. It's not even the city that he's living in. It's the city that is synonymous with the Hulkster.
Right.
He has a bar there.
Yeah.
He's always, find me on North Beach, brother, was his whole thing.
Horrible witness protection.
So to think that he faked his own death or is in some sort of protection and they kept him in the one place where everybody knows who he is. That being said, somebody is walking the streets cosplaying as Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and that whole thing, obviously takes all these different, limbs of the tree and everything like that. I mean, the government isn't like a government shutdown, right? So maybe the FBI's cheap and they're like, Hulkster, we need you, buddy, but we can't take you. You got to do the streets of Clearwater.
We got to just move you to a different spot up the street and hope for the best. You also are tight with Mike from Mike's Weather Page, and I without knowing the exact situation of both of your followings, I look at you in both similar lights. You obviously have the radio media background, but just like good dudes that took something they were passionate about and said, you know what, I don't need his, I don't think his goal was ever to be a meteorologist on the news per se, but to say, I love weather. I'm building this. I love having a voice in my own community. I'm building this. And I think you guys are intertwined in that way. And I look up to you both for that reason.
I appreciate you, man. That's nice of you to say. I love Mike, and I'm nowhere near what he's done, never will be. I think, the thing about Mike is you can just tell And it's anything in life, right? Any business, any performer, whatever. Man, if you just look at somebody and say, man, you just love doing this, then I think they got it. I just think they got it. And I think the one thing that we're really good at now, humans, and it's probably with the phones and everything, is really detecting when people aren't in love with what they're doing, because we're seeing them so close on these screens. You know what I mean? So I'm a huge fan of Mike. I mean, I really am. What that guy's done is incredible. It really is. And how he just started, I mean, it's like, I remember years ago watching him, he's just having a beer, and he's like, well, here comes the Cap 3, everybody. Yeah. I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah. And maybe this is the biggest difference, because we always talk about, the haters. And like you said, his following has become so massive that you just get these transient social media people who don't even know what they're looking at or have any investment in what he's doing. And they just say horrible things and paint him in a certain light. And just being a dude, like, he's a bro, he's a dude, he's a dad, he's a good guy. I don't know that everybody is built for, let me fire up the social media and I've got 1,000 people telling me why they hate me and why my content is no good. And you can tell he's trying to weave through those waters, especially with posting certain things at certain times. With you, like, because of the history in radio and just the way that you are, I don't get the vibe that you're like bothered by comments or haters or trolls or the things that come along with it so much.
I think the good part about having such the influx, like you said, right, the frequency of messaging, is that you just got to get over it quick regardless, because there's so much coming in. I've had a few, I've got what's called the red folder on my Mac, right, and it's like the people that really go, like the people that you're like, if I ran into this guy, something could happen. So I have their profiles. A couple of them have said things about my kids. They found out where my kids went to school. That stuff is, you got to protect yourself.
Yeah.
But most of the stuff, it's like, it's just everything. Dude, I get called a midget all. I'm 5'7". What can I do about it?
Dude, we love our small kings around here, dude. We love our small kings.
So, it's like whatever. I would tell the girls in college all the time. I tell my other buddies who are short, like, you got to use this to your advantage. Like, what do you say? I say, you just tell the girl this: we're all the same size lying down. And the girls, like, their minds are blown. They're like, how does it work like that? Like, I'm 6 inches taller than you, but you're right.
You need to start throwing that one out there, Diz.
Put that
on your Tinder profile.
Use that, bro.
Yeah.
That's the handoff right here. Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
You do have to copyright it and be like, this. Listen to Pinnell's podcast, by the way.
And my wife is only 5 foot, so I could shake that. I don't need that anymore. So I give it to you, man. We're all the same size laying down. You're going to bat 1,000 with that one.
Yeah, I think, as I've gotten more into this, like, I don't know if it's just a numbness. I think it was a Rogan or somebody who was talking about the post it and ghost it, where you have to put your stuff out there. What people think and how people are going to perceive it is not on you. That's on them, and not letting it hold any weight. It's funny though. You mentioned the red folder. I didn't think I had a red folder, but I did. And then the red folder man came right up to me out in public. Diz was standing right next to me at the Bone. What the hell was that thing? The Bone Thanksgiving, Bone of Giving, whatever. Friendsgiving that we had. And this guy, calling for my job, saying the worst things you could say, about Drew, what he was going through, just horrific stuff. And out of nowhere, after a few too many, he's just breathing literally down my neck. And I turned to him, and I had that red folder moment. I don't even really vividly remember what happened. I just remember.
Well, I was going to say, was it as bad? Like, were you as terrified as you thought it could have been?
I will say I remember the moment.
Yeah, Diz was in the middle, and he probably could recap it better.
And I was not doing a show with him at that time. So I knew John. I didn't know that side of John. Yeah. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, oh, my God, is John about to beat this guy's ass at the bar? And I was trying to calm it down, but I really thought he was going to stop this fool.
And I'm telling you, man, it's we live in an era. I just turn the news on, man. Every 15 minutes there's a story. It's a podcaster, it's a radio guy, it's a TV person, it's what reality TV stars. People go after these people, so you have to. Now the flip side of that is, what good does the red folder do when they approach you? Nothing. I don't know why I'm keeping it. Yeah. But I guess when the cops go through my stuff, they'll be like, "Yeah, this guy was crazy."
Yeah, there was. Yeah. We got something.
Mark's
here.
dead, but he was right. Yeah. He had all the info. So
yeah, it's the internet. In many, many ways is a cesspool, but I think the internet is also what you make of it. And social media, people go there every day to spew whatever garbage they want, but people also go there that have a passion and a path. And you just
I have to interact, because you mentioned Rogan. He doesn't have to, man. He's still, but it's like, I'm talking about a county here, like a few different neighborhoods, a few cities, like. doing this and just ignoring people online, like that would be disingenuous of what I'm doing all the rest of the time online. So I'm in a spot where I got to do it. Luckily, I like to do it. But you got the fringe people, man, and that's what they are. They go in the red folder, and you see what happens.
We've got Mark from Pinellas Podcast in with us. If you haven't checked it out yet, just completely blowing up all over. Honestly, so 2 weeks ago, whenever I texted you a week ago, Jason Meter, who is our biggest boss in the building, he came into the office. He goes, You listening? You know anything about this Pinellas Podcast? And I said, I do actually. We had the guy on at the toy drive. He goes, man, he's really getting some traction. So I mean, people all over are seeing it, and it's resonating in a way that I'm sure is pretty cool. So wait, is my math correct that you're less than a year into it?
Oh yeah. It'll be a year, like late August or something.
Yeah,
so,
which is awesome to see. And like we touched on, a big part of what Mark does is highlight local businesses. And I love hearing you talk about local spots because I feel that we have a general connection on what we're looking for in certain places. You love a good beach bar. I also know that you love a good dive bar. And over the past, I would say, couple years, it's been something that I'm passionate about. I love finding those places that feel like you've just stepped into a time machine.
Right.
There's something about the proper dive bar that feels like you're in the 80s, the 70s, or the 90s, or whatever it can be. I think my love for dive bars actually is what caused me to smoke my first cigarette in my entire life.
I was just
within the past couple years.
I was just going to ask you. So does a good dive bar, real dive bar, does it have to be a smoking? It's a massive debate, man.
I appreciate the fact that it can be a dive bar without the smoking, but if you really want to be in the upper echelon of tried and true, I think you have to be struggling to breathe inside. There's something to it, and it is. I'm trying to think. What was the first one? I'm trying to think when this all happened. When I smoked my first heater, because it has been within the past couple years. So I go to
you waited
Flamingo?
a long time.
Oh yeah,
Was there a flamingo?
the flamingo is in it. Well, I don't want to override any that you might have.
Go.
Yeah, so I'll tell you that that some of my favorites, and I'm big also on proximity. Like if I'm looking for a bar, I'm not driving 45 minutes to get to a bar. So these are all within my corridor. The Flamingo is a big one. Which you been?
I have been. Yes, I've been.
Oh please! You have to.
I was trying.
No, please.
So here's my thing with dive bars and stuff like that. Like the memories just all. Listen, if I'm going to a dive bar, I'm doing the whole dive bar thing. Yeah. I'm not going and having a beer. I'm in it, man. Yeah. If I go with you to a dive bar, we're going to be there for a while.
All right.
So I have been there. I couldn't tell you. It had to be pre-COVID. Had to be.
Yeah, it's a crazy. They say that it is the oldest bar in St. Pete, and the real kind of wild claim to fame is it is the bar where Jack Kerouac drank himself to death. He sat at the bar and drank and wrote there for weeks on end before he eventually died at St. Anthony's up the road. So that's kind of their thing. The lady there, Mary, she's been there for I think 30 years. This is how you know a true dive bar. We went in there. We like to, this is a little routine that we have, a secret routine for those that are interested. We go to Flamingo and have a few pops, and then we order takeout from Hooks. So we go in and we drink for a little bit at the Flamingo and then pick up sushi afterwards. And we always like to chat her up about the things she's seen. And in the past few years, this is how you know it's hardcore. They had to stop stocking Rumplemints because
it's gone.
If you don't know that Rumplemints is a favorite of professional drinkers, she said that there were too many fights and too much drama because people were drinking too much Rumplemints.
That's one of those liquors that you say it, you automatically smell it.
Yeah.
You just, you know what I mean? It's right there. Right now. It's like it's right here.
We did this takeover of downtown St. Pete for Halloween, and I had been on a real Rumplemints kick. So when we did our stop, like Mayor Pete from I'm drawing a mental blank. Where do we start our the galley? We were at the galley downtown St. Pete, and they kept bringing around trays of Rumplemints. And I think that's a reason why a lot of people had the night that they had, because when you start with your night with Rumplemints, you really, between Rumplemints and Jaeger, those are they're like fork in the road moments in your night and in your life. Like I can go this way in my life, or I can drink one of those liquors and maybe get in a fight, or maybe get someone pregnant, or some variation of both.
Have you ever heard of Dose, that liver cleaner?
I've been seeing all sorts of
I think
ads
you should,
for that.
Yeah, they're doing an ad now, promo. You might want to check that out. I don't know how often you're doing these rumple.
Not very much.
Okay.
The thing with me, when I go hard, but those moments are few and far between. I'm usually good for a few good pops on a Friday night. And on special occasions, I will go hard, but I'm not keeping Rumpleman stocked at the house or anything like that.
We want you to stay around, buddy.
Thank you. So the idea was that we would run through a top 5 dives. So throw a couple at us around Pinellas County that would be your favorites.
Yeah, I mean, Bar Mastiff.
Oh, on my list.
Is it really?
At the top of my list.
I said to myself, I said, I bet you this won't impress him.
Yeah,
You just gave me that Bar Mastiff vibe.
Dude, I know. It's the opposite. I'm very impressed. It is literally at the top of the list that I put together.
Yeah, it's been there, I think, since 1959, and it was called Mary's Inn, like way back in the day. And it's got, I was reading, part of what I do too with these, it's not just my opinion. Like, I'm one guy. That would be dumb if I was giving my opinion. But I look at all the reviews, all the social and everything like that. But people talking about like the old school concert posters, like from the 80s, dude, they're hanging up everywhere. Strong pours. Strong pours.
Yeah.
And only closed 5 hours a day.
Dude, those are that's a sleeper professional dive bar statistic that should be, there's only a couple, when you get into places like that, like it's a whole other level. I know that you ever been to the Drift Inn down at Anna Maria Island?
I have not, no.
They, I think, are closed for like an hour. They stay open all night. They clean for an hour, and then they're
What's
open.
the point? I mean, at that point, I just stay open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is. But yes, that is one of those. And surprisingly, like when I'm in there, it feels clean. It feels inviting. It doesn't, have this, I think there's a fine line between dive and dump. And Bar Mastiff, I think, is a very great pick for upper echelon of just what you're looking for.
Yeah. So another one, and I catch crap all the time, but they just do it so well. Maulhoffers on Indian Shores. But here's the thing. It got so popular that the real dogs, like you're a real dog. I'm a real dog. I'm a real dog. So I get it, but dude, they do it so well.
Can I tell you? And then, this will be our first. This will be our first spat.
Spat. All right.
I see that mentioned on the list with dives. I see it featured as a dive. And maybe it's exactly what you just alluded to, that I've been staying on the beach before. I've been down on the beach, and something to it, and maybe because I'm not appreciating the history, it just feels like a dive for tourist people at this point. Like it just, and maybe I'm not recognizing the tradition. Have you ever seen pictures of it? It's the spot Diz that has, it's covered with dollar bills, all
bras and panties.
Bras and panties.
It's everywhere. He's going now. He's ready.
It feels like you're in a cave. Like you walk into this place that is very, very cave-like, and maybe it's just my perception.
I know.
But I did wonder myself, does it get the tag of a dive bar?
Okay, so real quick, here was why I put it on. It's the only bar I've ever been to. I was in the bathroom, and it's disgusting. The bathroom sucks. And I dropped the 20. But I didn't pick it up. Bro, it looked like somebody's gallbladder was behind the toilet just sludging out. And I was like, I just don't need $20 this bad.
That lives here now. Yeah.
That's a great. I love that. I love that. The barometer of a dive bar is if you would pick a $20 bill off the bathroom floor.
I'm not gonna do it. So
man, you know what? I don't know who on your list or even on my own. None that I can think of off the top of my head. But I love as a specialty requirement for a dive bar, trough in the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Trough urinal,
which I don't think you see very.
That's
very
a lost art, isn't it?
It really is. I say bring back the trough, dude. Fill it with ice. Let's all go.
It with ice.
I feel like at my house that would even make sense.
I got no problem with the trough. If you can't keep your eyes, if keeping your eyes on the road is the concern, then that's a you thing. I mean, let's all just get in there.
Oh, is that what you think it is?
What is it for you?
Splashback? It's not sanitary at all. And the scent I feel like just lingers there.
Well, that's what the ice is there for.
Yeah, that's all the ice. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one of the unspoken, because I'm a flip-flop guy, I never, ever wear shoes ever. And one of the most disgusting things about being a flip-flop guy is the silent pain that you have to live with when you go to a urinal and you buck up to a urinal and you got somebody on either side of you and you feel those couple little spritzels on your feet. And you just have to. First time I've ever said it out loud. It's something that I probably should take to the grave. But any Florida man who's going to bars and places with flip-flops on when you got a urinal next to you, it's happening.
What's
dude.
worse, though, because I've gotten the sprinkle on like my forearm. What's worse?
Whoa! What are you doing in these bars? Yeah, where was your arm?
I was doing what it needed to do. And
is this a trough situation?
I don't think it was.
Yeah.
It didn't. Who cares?
This is a grinder situation.
Yeah, it is also it's sterile. Pee's not actually. I'm not saying go bathe in it, but there's worse things to have a drop of you.
Yeah, I think during COVID they said we might have to drink our own.
And if it comes down to that, that's just fine.
That's on the table.
We're running late. Can you hang for another like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
You cool? We'll run through the rest of the list.
Yep.
This happens to be one of my favorite songs to bump in a dive bar, which is only right. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have more with Mark of the Pinellas Podcast right here on Senning Show. Keep it locked to 102.5 The Bone. We were talking about Mike's weather page. Soon enough, you'll be seeing him all over your feed talking about hurricanes. And you need to be prepared with hurricane impact windows from Reese Windows and Doors. I think Mark talks about them as well. Our buddy Mo, a cat named Mo, had his home decked out with Reese Windows. He absolutely loves it. They get most windows installed in under 8 weeks. This is a family-owned company. They've been doing it for over 50 years, and they come with that double lifetime warranty, which is going to transfer if you sell your home, increasing the value, which everybody's trying to do these days. And you could have your chance at winning $25,000 in new windows. All you got to do is text WOW to 20129. It's WOW to 20129. Get a free quote today at reesewindows.com.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit FenceOutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
Dizzy here from JP and Senning Show. 2 shows, baby! And I'm here to tell you about Kava Social Club, while also tiptoeing the lines of copyright infringement. America! Kava Social Club is open 24 hours a day, that's 7 days a week, which equals to 365 days a year. Ready to serve freshly brewed kava and kratom drinks that are mixed daily. That means, whenever you are feeling in the mood to pull up, they are open. Are you an early morning riser? Open. Afternoon delight? Open. Injured on the go? Open. And even after you got done late night cheating on your spouse, yes, they are open. Every day they have unique events going on, so find something that fits you. Check them out online at the Kava Social Club or on social media at Kava Social Club. Find something that works for you, and I guarantee you will have the greatest time every time you boo-la, baby. Kava Social Club, don't just sip. Make sure you swallow. Legally, I don't even know if I can say all the stuff I just said. Boo-la, baby! I could say that. That's ours.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. Yes to transparent pricing with no dealer-installed options or inflated market adjustments you're forced to buy. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Hey, Tampa Bay. When it comes to your home, confidence matters. That's why families across the Bay have trusted Hawkins Service Company for over 30 years. From air conditioning and plumbing to electrical and pool equipment, Hawkins delivers 5-star service, backed by unmatched service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers receive 10% off any service. Just mention the bone. Schedule online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Couponing. Wow, you didn't strike me as the coupon type.
Just trying to stay ahead of inflation. Gas, groceries, everything. It's all more expensive. I need to save wherever I can.
Have you tried Upside yet?
Upside? What's that?
It's a free app that I use that pays cash back for every gallon of gas I buy. You've got to buy gas to get around anyway. Might as well get paid for it.
Come on, does that really add up to anything?
I've already made around $200. The extra cash helped pay down my bills, and I even had a little extra left to treat myself.
And the Upside app is free?
Totally free, and the cash back is real. You can transfer the cash right to your bank account.
I'm downloading Upside right now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code ENJOY to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, to PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code ENJOY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
For everything your heart holds, Advent Health is here. Find nationally recognized heart care experts at floridaheartexperts.com.
Listen carefully. Silver prices have experienced a historic surge, breaking above the $100 per ounce threshold for the first time, and industry experts predict silver could climb even higher. It's not too late for you to benefit from the surge in silver. Call Advantage Gold at 800-900-8000 to get our free gold and silver investment guide. Plus, you'll also receive a free copy of economist Ken Rogoff's book, Our Dollar, Your Problem. Debt is rising, currencies are under pressure, and investors are looking for real assets, not paper promises. That's why so many Americans are turning to physical gold and silver with Advantage Gold. Historically, when silver starts moving, it can move fast and aggressively. This isn't about guessing tops or bottoms. It's about understanding risk and positioning before momentum accelerates. Call Advantage Gold now at 800-900-8000 and find out how you can get a tax and penalty-free rollover for a portion of your retirement funds for 2026. Results vary. Consult your financial advisor before investing. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
This weekend, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa will host Lady Luck HQ and Friends Birthday Triathlon Weekend. A big series of casino events, including slot tournaments and drawings to win cash and prizes. 3 days, 3 events, millions in winning moments. For details, go to casino.hardrock.com/Tampa.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
For being here. You're listening to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. Hit us up on social media at the John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor. Shout out to the thick crowd up in the Vroom Vroom room on YouTube. over 300 watching live. We appreciate it. I imagine some of those people followed our current guest, Mark, of Pinellas Podcast. So some people in the chat were saying, I'm looking on Apple, I'm looking on Spotify. You live only on social media, correct?
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming.
Okay, so that
we'll
will
go
be
long
there?
form on there. Yeah, but right now just the socials.
So Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinellas Podcast. That's where people can find you.
Yep, and then you can go to PinellasPodcast.com also, and then there's links to all the socials there too.
Very cool. We got you want to talk about urinal horror stories. I don't know that this person wanted to be named, but I'll tell the story that was text. I went to pee in a urinal and there was a fly on the sanitary puck in the bottom. I peed on the fly and then he flew away and landed on the guy at the urinals next to me's lip.
Oh, man.
Ugh. That's the worst transfer of urine you could ever imagine.
It really is, yeah.
The line on that would be like,
it's really
God.
You getting a bump on your lip after that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Something multiple
bumps.
You should be quarantined after that. Something else that I wrote down here. We were talking about it, and you were also the first person that I heard this was going to be a thing. The Wagon Wheel Flea Market.
Yeah.
So the Wagon Wheel Flea Market, we used to love going to. Like it was a tradition. We would go probably 2 times a month, and it shut down. But it's now been moved to Derby Lane on the weekends. And my question was, what makes the flea market that moved Wagon Wheel Flea Market? Is the flea market not just people of all different types of situations coming together to sell random things? And do you have an answer to what makes that the Wagon Wheel Flea Market?
Well, I think if they don't call it the Wagon Wheel Flea Market, nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's got that. It's just got
Yes,
that.
Yeah. So I didn't know if they all got together as the people that were vendors there or what it was, because I'm very excited. We're going this weekend.
Oh, you didn't know it was
no, I didn't know that it was even there at all.
Yeah, I got a lot of comments about that. People just thought it went away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I still, for whatever reason, Derby Lane is, we did a bunch of stuff with them and promoted them. I think there is still a lack of information getting out about all of the events that they have going on. They're doing Asian street markets on certain nights. They obviously have the poker room and stuff. And now with the, I'm excited to check them out this weekend because I guess they have a huge produce / farmers market that used to be homed at the Wagon Wheel.
Yeah. They basically took all the events from Wagon Wheel, whatever was there, is now there. But I keep seeing that, they had there's just some power shift, and I think the new people are going to go pretty hard on it. I think
Derby Lane.
Yeah, I think you'll hear a lot more. That's a great spot to do a lot of stuff.
When I don't think I'm telling tales out of school, but when we were talking with them, we met with that new ownership group briefly, and they had every idea in the world. They want to bring in music festivals. They want it to be a music venue. I mean, really, nothing is off the table when it comes to turning that into, from a recent article I read too, I mean, they want it to be an entertainment hub. They want it to be a place, and they're kind of right. When you think of a dead spot in St. Pete, from downtown to here is kind of a dead spot when it comes to large-scale entertainment, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that spot right there is, because you're not just getting the St. Pete side. You're going to get people that'll venture over. If you're doing something cool enough and kick-ass enough, people are I'll go over the bridge.
Dude, we need a go-kart track, dude.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We need a big-ass, Grand Prix 50-mile-an-hour go-kart track over there.
Love me some go-karts, man.
Problem is you can't drink in go-kart.
Why?
You shouldn't.
You can.
I've never heard that rule.
No, but it's not that you can't. It's just that I don't know that you could build
a bar. You could
build that. Yeah. You couldn't sell it on that. It couldn't be coming we got $5 fireball shots and get behind the wheel and go vroom vroom, baby.
Oh, no, anything but another pickleball court.
Yeah, that is sadly.
It's
preach, brother.
Sadly, that is. And that's what's crazy.
I don't get
that's
it.
That's the young
sucks.
thing. It's this young. People younger than us are the ones that are pushing the movement.
They are driving it.
Yeah.
The early adopters were the seniors, but
that's what I thought. I thought it was the seniors.
Dude,
not anymore.
So Crescent Park in St. Pete, dude, you go there any night of the week. Honestly, all very attractive people, but nobody over the age of 30. And it's like a party. There's music, people are drinking beers, and it's young. Ben and Caroline, they're big into
pickleball.
Into pickleball.
Oh, really?
And they're young. It's
have you ever played?
I used to live in an old folks community, believe it or not. And when we did that, we used to go and play every night. It was fun. I could see the intrigue. I'm not going and running to play now, but Like you said, I think we're good. Anything but. We've got Mark from Pinellas Podcast hanging out with us for a few more minutes. We were kind of in the midst of breaking down the top 5 dive bars in and around Pinellas County. We hit Bar Mastiff. We hit Mahuffers. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
Mahuffers.
Everyone says it different.
And then I threw out the Flamingo. What else you got on your list, Mark?
Pasadena Bar and Grill.
Oh, I've never been. Let me look them
dude,
up.
listen, they might win it just because of the burger. Have you ever gotten out Central Florida and get by a farm and just the biggest cow patty you ever see? Yeah. You just look over and you go, "Oh my, that's never going to go away." You could have a Cat 5.
I don't know where you're headed with this, Mark.
Well,
but
dude,
yes,
the burger there, it is alone could give you a dive bar victory lap.
Yeah.
It is just mammoth.
Wait, so where it's down on the beach or near the beach?
Pasadena Avenue. Yeah. It's kind of wonky there. You know what I mean? Because you're kind of on the beach, but you're not on the beach side. But yeah, it's funny. One of the reviews, I thought this was really good. It said, first off, this is a dive bar. That means food and surly waitresses, and it's all part of the charm. And I was like, yeah, dude, that describes that place perfectly. And by the way, the drinks, knockout punch.
Dude, and that's really somewhere near the top of the list.
Yeah.
A stiff drink is a must. But a great dive bar burger, underrated. You cannot, I don't know if you know the answer to this, because, Kahuna is right here. Been one of my favorite go-tos. I don't know that they belong in the dive bar category anymore. They're focusing more on food, and you can't smoke in there anymore. But for the longest time, you could go there and get the best fajitas in town while everybody was smoking. Do you know anything about the legality? There's another spot in St. Pete, the Sports Bar. I think it's called the Sports Bar. They're serving food, and you can smoke inside. I don't know whether those people were grandfathered in, or I thought it was based on how much food you sold based on, or compared to liquor. Can you smoke in the Pasadena Bar and Grill?
Yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
I was there once, and people were smoking. But,
oh, wow.
But see, they might be like, now, why'd you say that? Because I don't know. I don't know what the rules are either.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a Florida thing. I think you do what you want until somebody comes in, you can't do it, and you're like, okay.
That's the thing. I think COVID taught us that.
Exactly.
We were living by a different set of rules.
So I don't remember if they were smoking there.
Yeah.
Now
I have to go and find out.
Yeah,
I'll bring a pack, and if I can't smoke them, I'm calling you.
Dude, get the burger.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I just love places like that are unassuming and have a great burger.
Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing about it. If you do a little dive bar tour, at some point, a lot of dive bars, like you said, those, Mahuffers, for instance, I was there once and I was really hungry, and they're like, we don't have food today. I was like, today? And then they're like, well, I don't think we really ever have food. They didn't know. And they're like, oh, no, we are selling. It was a bag of Fritos for $2.
There we go. That's some people. We went to one of the spots when we did the takeover of downtown St. Pete was the Emerald in downtown, which is a legendary dive bar. And our buddy Sean Daly turned us on to the fact that they have pickled eggs on the bar. That I think is another evolution of the dive bar experience. When you mentioned the burger in my same corridor, Sunset Grill on MLK in St. Pete, another dive bar with that whole kind of outside vibe that has a legendary burger and wings as well.
Yeah, burger, I just think you need a big, massive burger for a dive bar. It keeps you in the game, too. I mean, if you're doing a dive bar tour, you're going to need a base.
Some sustenance.
Exactly.
Absolutely. All right, what else? Does this bring us to number 5, I think?
4.
Okay.
Rum Runners Bar, Palm Harbor. You been to Rum Runners?
No, I have not. See, I knew you were going to bring me stuff that I hadn't heard of, which is really what I was looking forward to.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Rum Runner. Obviously, I mean, it's stupid for me to even say, but, people rave about the Rum Runner, right? And I think at some point it was like $3 for a huge one. I don't think it's like that anymore. But a lot of people, I've only been by there. I've never been in to drink, but I can tell you that nobody I know that's gone there has said anything bad. People love it. And I actually know people from Central County that drive up there for that spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, Mark. I have to say, looks very clean, very pristine. I don't see one heater being smoked there.
Nobody's smoking.
I have to go in there and peruse to find out the dive bar qualifications.
That's the thing. If you're a real dive bar, you got to be careful what gets out on social media. If you look too clean, if you look too educated,
you lose your street cred.
Dude, I'm not looking for that today.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful what you put out there.
What do you got for number 5?
The 46th Avenue Pub.
Dude, this place is on my list. This place is not far from us at all, and I've driven by it a handful of times. What's it like in
this? Looks straight diving.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, and here's what I love about it, right? And I was thinking about the X factor for a dive bar. It's hard to find reviews. They update their Facebook page once every like 3 years, right? They've just got too many things to do.
And you'll see it like in a burst,
right?
Like you'll see 3 days from 2 years ago, and they'll be like, "We got great drink specials, and we're showing the game tonight," and then no post ever since then.
Nothing. Maybe a happy anniversary in there or something. But yeah, I walked in there once, and it was the perfect balance of like spilled beer, old beer, cigarette smoke, probably like a Camel.
Yeah.
Just that smell of like, oh man, this was like an 80s, 70s dive bar. It just had
it's seasoned. It's seasoned.
Well seasoned.
It's all of those years of smoking and everything. You know what is another underrated, underseen element that I like to spot in a dive bar? The table shuffleboard. Often have a pool, and a nice touch tunes is always a plus. But when they got the shuffleboard, the smell of whatever that is that they put on the table really adds to that full-bodied aroma that you're looking for in your.
And is it genius that the name of the dive bar is the 46th Avenue Pub? Like that could be the recipe of like we're a dive bar. What's your name? It's just our dress.
Just where it is. I gotta check. That one has been on our list. There's a couple kind of on the back side of us rather than up this way that we've been wanting to go.
I promise you, when you're there, you're like, I'm in a dive bar.
All right.
It smells perfect.
Well, I'm calling you when I'm going there.
Let's go.
Maybe
We'll
we
meet
can
up.
go and have a couple beverages. Check them out. Pinellas Podcast. Oh, dude, how cool is this? When you look up the 46th Avenue Pub, first thing that comes up, support this dive bar, Pinellas Podcast.
That was our thing,
So check them out. Pinellas Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Hopefully you'll be hearing more of him on this show and beyond. But Mark, thank you so much for spending time with us. You're very good at what you do, man.
Appreciate you, brother. You're the best, man.
Keep up the great work. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to dig into John's Joints. Lots to get to today in the world. More family on family crime that we need to touch on, and we spoke it into existence. Yesterday we talked about my favorite book, the only book I've really ever read. And now, 6 people are trapped. We'll tell you what it is. Coming up next in John's Joints. Don't go anywhere. The Olympics are upon us, and what a special moment to see when a kid goes, you know what, I want to be in the Olympics one day. And now, Xfinity can't guarantee that, but they can guarantee something maybe just as important, that the price of your internet will not change for 5 years. No contracts, no commitment. So while your kid is gearing up to hopefully be an Olympic champion, your Xfinity internet price will not budge. And who knows, by the next time the Winter Games come around, your kid could be getting fitted for their very own Team USA uniform, and you'll still be paying the same price for reliable Wi-Fi. And there's even more to enjoy with the Xfinity Gold Medal celebration. Now through February 22nd, get the best price on gig Wi-Fi for 5 years, guaranteed, for just $50 a month. Plus, you get Peacock Premium included for 2 years. That's $10.99 a month. Xfinity, imagine that, a proud partner of Team USA.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/free forever to learn more.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Oh, yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
Up to 40% off, plus up to $150 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Just when you thought the savings had ended, Crown Kia is just getting started. That's right. Right now at Crown Kia, the deals are stronger than ever. We have select new Kia models. 0% APR for 5 years. 0 down payment or 0 payments until spring. Don't wait. These offers won't last forever. We don't want to see you in another dealer's Kia. Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 800-371-0942 for complete details.
So, you're ready to propose, huh?
Yeah, man. She's definitely the one.
What are we thinking about the ring? I got my wife's at Hellsberg. I couldn't recommend a better jeweler.
I could use some help with that.
Man, go to Hellsberg. I had no idea how many details you need to consider. Did you know you can get a natural or lab-grown diamond? I didn't. Figure out what she wants. Trust me, they'll make it happen.
Start your story with Hellsberg. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. After suffering an injury, you may face many hard questions. What will tomorrow bring? Which firm should I choose to represent me and my family? At Morgan & Morgan, we will hold your hand every step of the way. From our one-click sign-up, mobile apps, and 24/7 availability, we make it easy to get your case started right from the comfort of your couch. All firms are not the same. The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
It's the discount that counts and the payment that matters at Ken Gamley Kia. Right now, take a flat $4,000 dealer discount off a new 2025 Kia Soul, $5,000 off a K4, $6,000 off a Telluride, $15,000 off an AV6, $15,000 off. Drive a new Kia from $99 lease per month, 25 K4 LXS, 24 months, $36.25 due at signing, 10K miles per year, no security deposit required. $99 a month for a new Kia. But wait, there's more. Get up to $10,000 in finance savings when you buy a 2026 Kia with 0% for 5 full years, 0 down. At Ken Ganley Kia Newport Richey on US 19. Online at KenGanleyKia NewportRichey.com.
KMA rebates assigned to dealer 25 Sorrento, 0% APR, 1667 per 1,000 financed versus 8% APR plus tax, tag, title, and doc fee unapproved. Credit through KMF expires 3/2/26.
Gold demand is skyrocketing to record highs. As more Americans rush to preserve their savings, will there be enough gold? I'm Dr. Ron Paul, and I believe physical gold is the only way to truly protect your 401k or IRA savings. Gold offers tangible security that can't be tracked, stolen, or inflated. That's why I strongly advocate for gold IRAs. To learn more, text the word SECURE to 989898 now. Birch Gold Group will send you a free info kit on gold IRAs. Birch Gold is the only gold company I trust, and their thousands of great reviews prove I'm not alone. So don't wait another second. Protect your retirement savings today and see how easy it is to move your IRA or 401k into physical precious metals. Text SECURE to the number 989898 for your free gold IRA info kit. Again, SECURE to 989898.
Message and data rates may apply. Add value and security to your property today by contacting Fence Outlet. Now offering customers 0% financing for 12 months on any fence product. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more details. Terms of financing apply. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get in the Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
In come the thinker, I'm the original weed man. The big man. Made by the ragamuffin, cashed out back. No grind that we just crush it in a hand. And that's for why you have to understand. Do it,
Inhale the air, I feel your sweet sense of me. You make sense to me. You heard right, homegrown to heal the people. And it should be legal, but some still put up a fight. Not everyone can
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy. And every afternoon at 3 o'clock, we bring you the news. Some big headlines, some small headlines, some weird ones with a little bit of life sprinkled right in. And we can only do it with one man. He is the host of Drew Garabo Live, Drew R. Garabo.
Hey, hey, hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Splendid. How you fellas doing today?
Pretty damn good. You ready to rock commercial free tomorrow from Johns Hopkins?
Well said. I am. Yeah, I think it's going to be a blast. First of all, great Magic jersey today, Diz. Love it.
Thank you.
Is that a T-Mac? I didn't see the back. Yeah. Very nice.
The ball. Play the song. Play the song.
So, yeah.
Is that not what we do?
No, we do it.
Yeah, so me and the boys. Go! Right? Me and the boys.
That's actually a really good go.
Thank you. I like to chop it up and relate to my friends.
You'll know you're on our level when I start sending you clips of The Simpsons like I sent to Diz last night.
I cannot believe that I did not bring it up. It's maybe the greatest tragedy of the week. You know who waved the green flag for the Daytona 500?
No.
Matt, no. Who's the guy who does the voice again? Hank
Azaria?
No.
Oh.
Bart.
Just Bart.
Bart Simpson.
Like Nancy Cartwright or Bart Simpson?
But the Bart Simpson. I don't.
R.I.P.
The Bart. Because I guess whatever was on Sunday night was like a big record-breaking.
Their 800th episode.
Yes. So Bart.
But she's dead, right?
Wait.
No.
Bart?
Nancy Cartwright?
I thought she was dead.
I don't.
Wait. What? Is this a real person or is this a character on Simpsons?
No,
Nancy Cartwright does the voice of
character. I thought she was dead.
Hold on 1 second.
No, that's the voice that does Kermit.
Take a look here. No, she's still alive.
Oh, okay.
68 years old.
Dude, what kind of man? Come on. Know your Simpsons knowledge, dude. Come on, man. Don't be like that. John's Joints brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. It's the only way to get the best marijuana in the state. These dispensaries have locked in the process. They are growing flower with THC percentages well over 30%. Some dispensaries like Sunburn even have old school hash coins. I know Drew loves the gummies from Cure Leaf. I love the flower from Jungle Boys. You'll find what you love at these dispensaries, but you need to get your card and you need to do it with MarijuanaDoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. That's going to get you $30 off the initial certification. And then it's just smooth sailing from there. You'll go into the office nearest you. You'll meet with the doctor and the staff and be shopping at your new favorite dispensary that night, taking advantage of those first-time patient discounts. Check them out today. MarijuanaDoctor.com. Book it. Use the code BONE30.
Gia.
Oh, wow. Perfect timing on the end of the song.
What's with the...
Oh, yeah. You're
clean
I know.
shirt, dog.
Oh, it's, I know what it is.
You had a meeting?
I know what it is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Go on.
It is. Well, last week I thought you said it was. Maybe you said it was the semifinals. So this week is the finals.
That's it.
Of the Caliente's Got Talent.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I know your schedule.
Thank you. Yeah, all the contestants, the singers, the yo-yo guy, the magician, they'll all be there tonight. A couple pole dancers.
How many are in the finals?
Too many. I think we're at like 20.
20 in the finals?
Yeah.
How many were in the not finals?
More than that.
Like 25?
Yeah. No, there were way more than that. I think we narrowed it down from 38 or so to 20.
Oh, so half of the people made it to the finals.
Yeah.
You got to be bad. You got to make the finals, dog.
Yeah. Do you have somebody, like, is there somebody who is clearly the winner?
Great question. This kid, Jose, won last year. He's got the greatest voice. It's so funny because it's a tight contest until Jose opens his mouth.
Geez.
He's got one of those high registers where he can sing Freddie Mercury.
Oh.
He did Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman last year and won it. So I don't know who could possibly beat Jose. Everybody wants someone to beat Jose, but I don't know how anybody's going to beat that dude. He's so good.
Did the dude, I'm sorry I don't remember his name, the guy that we hung with at the beach bash that sang Red Clay Strays, was he in the contest last year? Or he just happens to sing there? Or has sung there before?
Yeah, he just goes to karaoke there. I don't think D is in the contest this year.
Where did I saw you guys did karaoke on Valentine's Day. Where'd you go?
We did. We went up to a place called Thunder Bay up on Linebaugh. It's on the other side of Linebaugh, like down past the Town and Compton area, out there on your left, in one of those strip malls that you'd never stop in because it looks like a little fiesta is happening. But we went there and sang. It was fun.
You're a karaoke aficionado.
Thank you.
Me and John planning to do some karaoke together and really get the crowd going. Any recommendations that you think would suit us real well?
I think you need on the cruise. I think you need. I think maybe this
and
is
we do it
something
on our
where you would put together
days.
a list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just right off the top of my head, I know you love that Afro Man song, but it's not really a two-man number. But I think
because I got high.
No.
45?
He's a real yes.
I mean, I'd go deeper cuts than that.
He does. ICP. I think if Diz were to learn
I'll
an
learn some
ICP song,
woo woo.
I think
that's what we do, right?
Yeah, down with the clown. That would be good, and Kid Rock and Sheryl Crow picture.
Can you do ICP without painting your face?
You can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah, it's like their equivalent of blackface. If you perform the music without your face painted like a clown, it's considered hate speech.
Okay.
And they will it will be frowned upon.
Take video. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. We'll see when we come up.
Of John in blackface?
Yeah.
No,
we have
you guys
for Afro Man?
or both.
Dude, he's already seen that a bunch of times.
Yeah, duh.
Dude, it's the only way he makes me come over to his house. He's like, come over, but wear that face I like.
Well, he's got to draw his face after he gets past the guard gate.
Yeah, they don't let those people over in West Chase.
They don't.
Dude, I met Tim, I think was his name, and he came out to the Wild Fork thing, and I forgot about it until just now. He's like, every time Drew's giving you a hard time about saying you lived in West Chase, he goes, I live over right where you lived. And he goes, I tell people it's Southwest Chase.
Southwest Chase is pretty damn good.
South Central West Chase?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love that.
Dude, it didn't. You'd have to do some training for it, Diz, and it didn't cross my mind until right now. But the given for those that know the inside joke would be to try and do some Brooks and Dunn.
Oh, I was thinking about that, but they have great voices, right?
Well,
you could probably
and
hold
half
your
of
own.
us and half of us do too. So.
Okay, boom. Then I guess we found out who the Brook is or Dunn. I don't know how that works.
Achy breaky. No, they're not achy breaky heart.
They do like boot scooting boogie.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Heel to toe, do-si do. Come on, baby, let's go boot scooting.
A little bit of work.
Oh, they got some good ones. When the sun goes down, I'm outside of town. This lonesome feeling to my
Some dirty heads.
That would be fun. Something like that. There's got to be one. We could put together a whole
man,
whole
you got
compilation.
karaoke.
And we wear clothes and we rip it off, and then we're in a new outfit for the new.
We'll see if my body holds up till then. We'll see if my new body holds up.
Oh,
till
it
then.
will. You're building habits right now that are going to stick with you. You're going to be jacked.
Dude, I had a video that I'm not going to post, but I want to show you guys during the break that was taken
You working out?
secretly of me working out.
Oh yeah. Secretly, like
it
pretend
was
I don't know.
Oh, she did?
No.
Oh,
That'd be cool if she did.
Well, because it was taken by the trainer, who I think was like, okay,
Lloyd,
something's happening here. Yeah, something's happening to
I
your
bet
body.
it is.
I will say this immediately. When you sign on and do the show, in the chat, people go, John is looking great. Like, you can really see how he's trimmed out. Go ahead and talk so they can see you.
The last couple days have been the days that I felt something, and seen something. Like when I look into, and it's all in the titties. It's all right in here. Like I carry a lot of these milkers right here.
True.
So once these start dying down, once the milk starts drying up, I think that's how it works scientifically.
Isn't it a great feeling though? Like when you're really putting in the work and you're paying attention to your diet, like it's invigorating, isn't it?
I don't want to say grandiose things, but like the way that I feel right now, specifically with the lifting part, like I hadn't lifted weights truly probably since I was in high school, like really. And the lifting weights part makes me feel so good. Like the rush that I get from picking up and lifting heavy weights, I can't at this moment in my life, see a future where I'm not finding a way
Yes.
to work that in more often. And
Chase
it
that
is-
dragon.
It is. It's becoming. Like I'm seeing things.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure the more that happens, the better it will be. Shout out to Elevate St. Pete.
It is really important to lift weight. Like, I was just doing cardio for the longest time. People are like, oh, you got to mix in weightlifting. I'm like, ooh. And then once you do it, it absolutely makes a difference. Break up 2 days of cardio with 1 day of strength training.
Yeah, it's. I think I've always just kind of thought too, like, you know, you do cardio when you want to lose weight, and you lift weights when you're trying to do something else. And I've learned very quickly, like, that is just as important to burning fat and leaning up as just killing yourself on the treadmill.
The biggest thing I think you're doing right now is the eating.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you could do all the stuff we just mentioned. You still eat like crap, you're going to see
Abs are made
no
in the kitchen.
results.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I've learned a lot about that I didn't realize people swore so deeply by, and we do a bit of it at Elevate, is the kettlebell. So I've been reading a lot about it, and I found out that Joe Rogan, of all people, he only works out with a kettlebell, and swears that is you don't need a home gym, you don't need anything. The only thing you need is a kettlebell. And there's about 10 different workouts that you can work into it. It supposedly is insane for your core. Like when you do the kettlebell swings, you like put them under your leg, you do, and then you do them like swing your arms and kind of squeeze your butt cheeks together.
Yeah.
It like melts fat off of your core. And he does. I've watched a bunch of different workouts, but he only works out self-weight. So he does push-ups and squats with no weight, and then works out with a kettlebell, and that's all that Joe Rogan does as far as working out.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just a little thing that I've learned, being a gym guy now. Gym rat, as they call me. Gym rat Johnny.
They do call you that.
Yeah, they do.
When's your last meal of the day? Like what time? And what is it?
Early. Dude, I'm on right now, somebody somewhere right now would tell me I'm probably pushing it a little too far, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But
the time you're eating?
No.
Oh.
What I'm not eating.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, to give you the exact breakdown of this week, I'll tell you the last, however many, 72 hours. So I started the week with a 36-hour fast. So my last meal was Sunday night dinner, and then I didn't eat again until dinner last night, which dinner last night was only protein. It was a sliced tri-tip and a chicken breast. And then this morning I had 2 eggs and a chicken breast.
And that's it.
And that's it since Sunday night.
What are you gonna have tonight?
Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, I'm gonna have just protein tonight. Same thing.
Honestly, the biggest thing that helps in us three partake in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Little of
Mind
that,
over matter,
and then
baby.
and then you go eat. Everything's gonna taste like a 5-star dish.
You know what my hack has been for, and this is for anybody who struggles with the late night eating or they're just being hungry in the middle of the night, dude. I've been getting a LaCroix. Before bed, and I just chug it. I just chug an entire LaCroix right before I go to bed. It's water. It's just carbonated water, and it just gives you that full feeling, enough to not be uncomfortable when I'm going to bed.
Hell yeah!
So that's been a little bit of a hack for me.
It's amazing to watch it, John.
Thank you. I hope to make all of you proud on March 2nd.
You already do.
Thank you. It is crazy how much we've built this up. That you want to talk about, like the Swerve pro wrestling style. Like at this point, people are only hearing from us and from me.
Yeah.
So I think that if like Pat walked in here and beat me, I can't. I haven't allowed myself to think what that moment would be, but it would be
not a chance.
It would be crazy.
Dude, he ate 3 glizzies at the turn today. I guarantee you. He stopped at the turn, ate 3 glizzies, and he'll have 3 more on the way home.
Yeah. I am worried though, because I think if everything goes as planned, he's going to stop by tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So I am worried that he's going to see me and go, "Oh no."
You wear a fat suit.
Yeah, that's what Diz said. Is I should do. I'll just wear a hoodie or something. Do something that covers up.
Bulky.
Either way, anything I can do to not motivate him at this point is what I'm is what I'm
lull him into a false sense of comfort.
Yeah. I wanted to touch on this again as kind of a second half to the story that we covered yesterday, because I don't know what's true. It would be smart of Stephen Colbert to put Donald Trump and the federal government in a position where it looks like they just tried to block a political opponent. But after reading a bunch, I don't know that this isn't a PR campaign by Stephen Colbert, who was given exactly what to do. We need you to reach out to Jasmine Crockett, and you need to give her an offer, and you can have this guy on. He did not do that. So for whatever reason, but Stephen Colbert took on his own network again yesterday, pushing back against the statement regarding his unaired interview. Holding up the company's statement on a piece of paper, Colbert joked, "Now this is a surprisingly small piece of paper considering how many butts it's trying to cover." And the CBS in correlation with the FCC, put out a statement that was just very simple. It said, we told him exactly we didn't tell him he couldn't do it. We just told him what he needed to do it, and he chose not to do it.
I mean, we're local broadcasters, and I think we all know that if you're going to have a candidate on, you have to offer the opponent equal time, right?
Right. And CBS statement, The Late Show was not prohibited by CBS from broadcasting the interview with James Tallarico. The show was provided legal guidance that broadcast could trigger the FCC equal time rule for 2 other candidates, Jasmine Crockett, and presented options for how the equal time for other candidates could be fulfilled. The Late Show decided to present the interview through its YouTube channel with on-air promotion on the broadcast rather than potentially providing any of the equal time options we gave to them. So, I mean, it's a dub for him.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a dub. And many people are saying that it's getting more views. It's getting more views on YouTube than it ever would have gotten on. First of all, the hype and the hoopla behind it is one thing, but it was masterful marketing on their behalf, I think.
No question. When's the last time anybody even watched late night television show? Have you set an appointment to watch anything? I haven't.
No, I think during the Kimmel debacle, maybe I stayed up one night to see when he came back. I stayed up to see what he was going to say. And when I know there's somebody, Tim Robinson will only do Seth Meyers.
Yeah.
It's the only interview he does on planet Earth. And when he's on, that will be like appointment viewing for me. But other than that, I often think, like, who is out there right now in a comedic space or an actor or just a personality that could fill the void in late night that is currently missing?
I don't know who that person is.
I don't know that there is one. Gillis?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's funny, but I don't think he's like, you got to have a little bit of the straight man in you. You know what I mean? True. And I think he could be the Ed McMahon to somebody's Johnny Carson, but I just don't know. I think the art is gone. I think the art form of being that type of host that can pick on everybody, it doesn't probably make sense. But when you look at the legacy shows, the Tonight Show and everything, Jon Stewart to me, and it's weird because he's older now,
right?
But man, I've just fallen so deeply in love with Jon Stewart over the past however many weeks. I find myself watching his show regularly when he's on. And it's funny because it's funny now to laugh at the angle that he's taking. But let us not forget, he was one of the loudest, biggest voices burying Biden when we were all looking at him going, this dude is a borderline vegetable, and we're all pretending it's not. Like, this isn't a let's pile on Donald Trump. This is, I'm taking what's going on in politics and in the world, and I'm going to say what I feel in a funny fashion. And he does it better on The Daily Show somehow than any other late night host has been able to do in the last 10 years.
That's a great point. By the way, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, maybe The Daily Show now, based on views, maybe you don't need the legacy late show to be your thing. Maybe The Daily Show is that now.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have his presence because he does take shots at both sides. I was listening to the Amy Poehler Good Hang podcast, and she had Claire Danes on, and they were talking about TV, and she said she watches The Chair Company. She loves Tim Robinson, and she was watching The Chair Company, and she let her kid watch because they both watched I Think You Should Leave Together, and I knew it was coming, and sure enough, they talked about that scene that the three of us were just
God, the one with the scene from the porno?
Yeah, when the guy had the big one.
Yeah.
What a just bizarre.
It was Scrooge, right?
It was Scrooge. It was like a Christmas themed porno.
Huge.
Yeah, that is the far end of absurdism. It's just like, we're just gonna throw a huge hog out here right here at the end of this, just to in the same conversation, but not. So for some reason, I started getting on my feed a bunch of Eric Andre. So over the weekend, I went back to the beginning of the Eric Andre show. What a fever dream, bizarre. Those are
so fun.
Those are insane.
Yes.
And the times that he gets guests that you can't figure out if they know what's going on and how far he pushes it with people. I mean, he's like the Andy Kaufman on LSD. Like he shocks people and does things in a way that's hard to even wrap your head around.
When he had the little people come that doubled as like the celebs that they were in and just kept repeating everything, died laughing.
That was the clip that I'd been getting a bunch, but I think the clip that I saw that made me actually go find it on a streaming service was he had James Vanderbeek on.
Yeah.
And James Vanderbeek comes out And he comes out and goes, James Vanderbeek. And then he sits down and he goes, and also our guest, James Vanderbeek. And this guy comes out dressed just like James Vanderbeek and sits right on like the armrest of the chair. And he's like perfect at like pantomiming. So every time he would ask a question, this guy would just be perfect at like James Vanderbeek is like, oh yeah, well I did this movie. And the guy's like, yeah, I did this movie. I did it. Every movement that he made, everything that he did, he just acted just like James Vanderbeek.
And the deadpan Hannibal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
As the second, hilarious. To this day, I still don't know if he actually kicked Flavor Flav in the face.
Dude,
Do you remember that clip?
No.
You never saw that clip?
I saw
Flavor Flav.
There's
Kicks
another
Flavor Flav. Well, I don't know if he actually
man.
kicks him, but it looks
There
like
was another woman. She was like a Miss USA contestant or something. They had her on, and he's always doing stuff where the desk is exploding and floating away and all this. So the desk explode, and it like all gets on her, and she's like, they're only like. First of all, I don't know how he gets people there because it's only like a 10-minute segment.
Yeah.
It like hits her in the leg and she's like, ow, I'm really hurt. End of segment. Like it's like this lady legitimately looked like she was hurt.
Would you say the holy trinity of absurdist comedy would be Eric Andre, Zach Galifianakis, and Tim Robinson?
I think so. I think that the Between Two Ferns is an underrated
so
underrated delicacy.
the movie jumped the shark though.
The Hangover?
No, the Between Two Ferns.
There was a movie?
You guys didn't know that?
On it was on Netflix,
I
right?
believe. Yeah,
A Between Two Ferns movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It was not.
Zach Galifianakis missing.
Yeah, like I think he lost a lot of weight and maybe faded into obscurity.
Yeah, that's.
Walking
he
amongst
lost
us
too much
as a
disappeared.
thin man.
Yeah,
that was. There was a moment in time, all on the heels of the Hangover, where he was quite possibly like the funniest guy.
Oh yeah.
Let me see if he's got anything. 2026, The Galleryist. Dude, he's not done anything. He had a cameo in 2024 in Only Murders in the Building.
Oh.
He did a voice on that show Big Mouth on Netflix.
Okay.
He's done some stuff for Bob's Burgers. And you can go back. The last thing he literally has that's a legitimate credit is the Between Two Ferns movie on Netflix.
Dude,
He was great in basketball.
Oh yeah, when
You
he's
watched that?
Yeah, when he's got Jennifer Lawrence on, and he goes, you can be very off-putting, and she goes, you should be off-putting.
That's great. That's good. She's sleeper funny.
Oh my God, yes.
She did that comedy. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was a little too goofy. I don't know that it properly showed her chops, but it's also
comedy.
Yeah, it's also kind of
Silver Lining Playbook.
No. This was from the last couple years. R-rated comedy where she is
Hunger Games.
No hard feelings. And she's like the apple of this nerd's eye, and she's super hot and sexy, and no hard feelings. 2023. But it was, for as funny as she is, this is like stupid funny. So, but still worth a watch. I think she's naked in it too.
Okay, sold.
Yeah, that's all you really. That's all you really need. Yep. This should lead to a lot of healthy discussion. In this room, we'll be fine, but in the world, probably not.
Uh-oh.
In the state of Florida, probably not. A bill moving quickly through the Florida House is sparking heated debate over free speech, religion, and workplace protection. This year's pronoun use and gender identity in the workplace bill, or as the Republicans call it, the freedom of conscience in the work. That's the word, right?
Conscience.
Yeah. Conscience in the Workplace Act is quickly moving through the House and Senate. The returning legislation would prohibit public employers and government contractors from requiring employees to use preferred pronouns in the workplace, while also banning mandatory workplace training on gender identity. We're basically just saying you can do the training if you want to. You can use someone's pronouns if you want to. You just don't have to. If it's violating your conscience, said the bill sponsor, Representative Rachel Saunders Placken. The bill aims to protect employees from discipline, including suspensions, demotions, and transfers if they decline to use someone's preferred pronouns.
Man, we're going to talk about this at 5 for okay or not okay. I'm not a big fan of requiring people, but you should want to. If someone's like, hey, I identify as a Z or a Z, then you should want to refer to it, but you shouldn't be forced, I don't think.
I think in this situation, everybody needs to give a little bit. Because, when you see hate or somebody who disapproves of a person simply based on, their pronouns or the life that they live, that is one thing. I think that we're just haven't caught up to it. I was, when I saw this, I thought of this. I was on a text message with somebody recently. We were talking about somebody who has pronouns. And I can't tell you how hard it was. Like just all the idiosyncrasies of the conversation when there's a she, a her, and when you're talking about it, like it. I'm not saying it's too hard for the average mind to wrap around. I'm not a person who's going out of my way to say, I'm not using your pronoun. I'm not. I'll do the best that I can.
Yes.
But I think when people don't reach a certain standard, I don't believe that they should be fired or be in trouble. I think you kind of have to take these instances on a case-by-case basis. Is this person lashing out from a place of hate, or is it just hard to relearn everything that they thought they knew about men and women and how to refer to people in conversation?
Give a little bit, like you said.
Yeah, it's it's tough.
Do you guys find yourself in this situation sometimes, though? You'll have somebody ringing you up. This happened to me at the Grind in West Chase, and you don't. It's a them.
Oh.
But like you're so accustomed to being polite that this them rang me up and it was like, did you want to? I was like, yes, sir. Did I just say sir? I didn't say sir.
Dude, I feel like in the streets of St. Pete, you're like walking through a landmines because so many times. Because I'm big on like, hey man, hey dude, hey, like those greetings for people that present with my own eyeballs.
Yes.
As a man, and I'm only trying to be cordial and nice 99% of the time. It's just I just think that like there was a hard line that was drawn in the scope of time overnight, and it was like if you don't abide by these rules that we're putting in front of you, you can lose your job. You can be labeled hateful or hate-filled or any of those things, and it's we just got to figure out where someone's coming from. Like.
That's why I refer to everyone under the same word, and only EJ seems to have a problem with it. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It works for everyone.
I actually don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I've never actually had
whatsoever.
no clue what at all. Yep, I just this sounds like our own little lonely boy island over there. Nothing to say, nothing to see. Everything's
know what word you're talking
everything's
about.
just fine. I do see this probably getting pushed through in Florida though.
Oh yeah,
like the debate we could have it all day long, but I don't think there's going to be much pushback.
Now, should someone get disciplined at work if they are deliberately using the wrong pronoun? I don't like if someone's like, I identify as a them, and you're like, yeah, dude, yeah, man.
I think you've got to just like we were having the conversation with Joe yesterday about a certain HR situation. I think you just have to handle it like that. You have to look at this person. It goes through an HR process like everything would. Is this person a complete dickhead who's poking the bear and trying to be hateful and rile everybody up, or is it a misunderstanding? And I think just like they can figure out whether someone's being sexually harassed or something else nefarious is happening in the workplace, you have to investigate it and you have to figure it out. I think
nefarious is such a great word.
I've had a couple good ones today.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's that no carbs in my. It's just opening up all my words.
Save it for tomorrow. We want to look into it.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say I got 4 hours of words I have to speak.
Oh yeah, you talked with Dylan. Did you get to see the setup?
I heard
great. Him. Yeah,
it looks great. It's it's like a big ass conference room, and there's like a big kind of circle of we're very. My takeaway was we're all like together, like all the stations are. There's not really any separation between the stations. So
while we're all broadcasting at the same time,
I would imagine hopefully there'll be forget I said anything. But yes, it looked like the broadcasting area was all together.
Dylan getting airtime on the Bone 2 days in a row.
Oh, did something happen yesterday?
Yeah, we were doing a spank the rank of John Williams scores, and somebody heard
my God.
Empire Strikes Back, and he thought it was Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I'm so glad you brought that up because I was listening to it, and I was like, how is someone that dumb?
I couldn't believe it, and neither could Dylan. He came running in. He was like, I've never seen him so mad. That's not
Sean, he got Schindler's List off rip and then couldn't get the others. Insane. Insane.
I don't know what to say or do because I would be that guy. I don't know that I could name Schindler's List off the get.
No way.
But I could. It's within the realm of possibility that I could guess.
All right, what's this one? Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
Judge Dredd. Is this a Star Wars thing?
Very good. Empire Strikes Back. What about this one? Da 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 da.
Were you doing this or did you play them?
No, I played. I actually played them. I'm like, da 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 da.
E.T. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Close.
Guess we're barking up the wrong tree.
Yeah,
here,
you really did. I'm just not. I hate to be that
He's
guy.
really turned on us, Drew.
Yeah, no, I
really
want to
right in our face.
I want to try. I mean, I got into Magic, basketball, and The Simpsons for you guys. I didn't know that Star Wars and Indiana Jones was mandatory viewing to be one of the boys as well. So
it is.
I do apologize. All right, let's step aside for a moment. We got to get to. I can't say it's my story of the day because it's a horrific story, but we did talk about my favorite book, my only book I've ever read yesterday. And then what do you know? Just hours later, if not simultaneously, an avalanche was happening. I'll give you the details on one of the worst avalanche situations in the United States in a hot minute and much, much more. Also, the update on what Shia LaBeouf did once he got out of jail. Coming up next on John's Joints. Keep it locked right here to 102.5 The Bone.
Don't need no more map to get where I'm going.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
I-75 south at around Fowler Avenue. 2 right lanes blocked due to a disabled vehicle. Some stop and go. Wreck on Fowler, westbound at Riverville Drive. Still had that wreck on Highway northbound at around Linebaugh. Back to Dale Mabry. Pinellas crash, Ulmerton Road westbound as you head toward Seminole Boulevard. Pretty sizable. Manatee County crash, 301 north beyond 15th Street East. Right lane blockage there. This is Eric with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
When you're injured in a car accident and the insurance company denies your medical bills, denies to pay your lost wages, and won't repair your car, it's time to fight back. Time to call Farah and Farah at 800-500-5555. Tampa.
It's time for a clean slate at Crown Honda. We're clearing the lot of all past year's Honda models. Like a new Honda Civic LX, just $219 a month. Or a new Honda Accord LX, only $209 a month. But hurry, the clean slate sale runs this month only. Online at crownhonda.com. The better way to buy and service.
Call 800-722-6439 for complete details.
Hush, little baby, yes, you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
Save for their story with a prepaid 529 plan. Plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment is now.
Furman Chevrolet in Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 Chevy dealer. What makes us #1 at Furman Chevy Brandon? We say yes. Yes to having Tampa Bay's largest new Chevy inventory. Yes to paying top dollar for your trade. Yes to transparent pricing with no dealer-installed options or inflated market adjustments you're forced to buy. Come see why we are #1. Visit us on Adamo Drive in Brandon or online at FurmanChevy.com. Furman Chevy Brandon. Together, let's drive.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Get up to 40% off cruises, plus get up to $750 onboard credit and kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get in the Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-226-8833. That's 800-226-8833.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Stop by the President's Day sales event at Brandon Hyundai with 102.5 The Bone this Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. Hang with the Mike O Radio Show and win Busch Gardens tickets every 15 minutes, Monster Jam tickets, and tickets to the St. Pete Grand Prix for Friday while supplies last. This Saturday at Brandon Hyundai. Don't miss it.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah and Farah anytime.
Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Mostly clear early tonight. Areas of low clouds and fog developing late tonight. Mild night. We'll stay in the mid-60s. Kind of murky in the morning on Thursday, then mostly sunny with highs mostly in the low 80s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Up in Pocahontas, in the cranberry glades. Ain't got bars nor the charge to call her anyways. My mind's a mile a minute, and my thoughts to bark like hounds. I focus on my breathing and the universal sound. I think about my darling girl sleeping all alone. I pray the stars will shoot her all the wishes.
Welcome back to Senning Show. You're in the midst of John's Joints. We're burning them down. Make sure you're keeping it locked to the bone every day, all day. Drew Garabo Live coming up next. All getting started with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy, and that is Drew Garabo. Make sure you've got your plans tomorrow to be locked into the bone, even more so than usual. We're going commercial free starting at noon. It all starts with Senning Show. I just got official word. Pat Maroon will be in the building 12:30 tomorrow, live from Johns Hopkins Children's Hospital. Anything you can possibly give would mean the world. If you go to theboneonline.com, we have it on the main rotator. You can click. There's a big red donate here button, and we'll do our best to give you great radio all day with no commercials, all the way noon to noon on Friday, and anything you can do would be greatly appreciated.
Shout out to a couple of Bone listeners who already donated a couple of $100. I was talking to Jenna, and they can track like where they come in. A couple of Bone listeners went to theboneonline.com and donated some bucks.
Yeah, I have a feeling, and I know a little bit. I think they talked about it in the meeting we had last week. I have a feeling that we're going to start the day with a pretty cool number. Like, we're going to go into the 24 hours with a gigantic chunk of money from people, sponsors, people that work with the station, and also the listeners across all the stations that have already donated on the website. So hopefully that will get people's juices flowing. And, we're going to be talking a lot about what actually goes down at Johns Hopkins. I've learned just from reading through the literature that we've been given so many specific, interesting things. One of the things that kind of blew my mind that the average person wouldn't think about was these areas that, kids can play and do different things at the hospital. A lot of times, like, you can't have all of these kids playing on the same toys. Like, you can't have, many of them are immunocompromised, and you can't just have toys and they're for everybody. So there's different toys for different kids in different areas, and just all of these little nuanced things that Johns Hopkins does, not only for the kids but for the families alone. And we didn't get into it today, but he said he would be willing to talk about it. Mark has extensive experience in and with Johns Hopkins within his family. So, and he made the comment that even if you haven't experienced anything there, you're probably only one person away from somebody who has. And it's one of those things that, especially for somebody who doesn't have children, and a big reason that I think I don't have children is fear, a fear of the being that you love more than anything in the entire world, having something bad happen to them, or God forbid a terrible disease or cancer or something. And Johns Hopkins is there for parents and kids during those moments that nobody ever wants to be a part of.
Yeah, you never want to be in that world. And 22 years ago this month, when Xander had to go to the Children's Hospital in Orlando, it was the end of my world. I was a new dad. He was 7 months old. It was pride and joy. All to watch that come crashing down is devastating.
Yeah, I don't know. It is truly something that I cannot wrap my head around. Like I don't know I guess grief is the word in a way, but grief and stress and sadness and shock and depression, just everything. The range of emotions is endless of what you feel when you're the love of your life, the being that you brought into this world is not well. And, to be the people that are there to help pick up the pieces from a scientific perspective, from an emotional perspective, those are the people that we're looking to help tomorrow.
And those nurses at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, they don't have the luxury of having a bad day. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, even if they're about to work a 12-hour shift, they have to check their emotions at the door and know that they are being relied upon for comfort, for uplifting, etc.
Unlike those 911 dispatchers.
Exactly. Those 911 dispatchers could never.
Worst.
But we talk all the time about, like, different professions that I feel like you have to be born to do. Like, I think that somebody is born with the ability to lend themselves to sick children every day, probably 50, 60, 70 hours a week. Like, that is your day. That is your life. And to be able to compartmentalize and live any semblance of a life when you're with people at the worst moment of their life, I think you're born with it. I think you have something that a lot of people don't.
I would agree. I think some people are born with it, and some ignore little kids they see on the street without parental supervision and go, well, not my problem.
Those kids are ticking time bombs, Diz. The only difference, John, is at Moffitt I met a bunch of nurses who didn't become nurses until they were patients at Moffitt. So then they use their experience there to go, oh my God, I want to be able to provide for someone else the comfort that was provided for me. So they became nurses. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like you have to experience it to even understand it. So make sure you're tuned in all day long. All of the CMG stations live, noon to noon. There's going to be great late night programming tomorrow. Corey and Micah are going to be posted up at the Moxie Hotel. I think people are going to be stopping by. I'm going to try and stop by later into the evening. So you'll have stuff to listen to all day.
Where is that Moxie Hotel?
I think it's right next door.
Okay, good.
I think it's borderline. I could be wrong, but I think it's borderline connected.
Oh, cool.
I think it's very, 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 very close.
Good.
I believe.
Thank you.
Shia LaBeouf was seen dancing amid Mardi Gras celebrations in New Orleans on Tuesday evening after being arrested earlier the same day. LaBeouf was dancing on Bourbon Street. It was also carrying what appeared to be his release papers in his mouth. He had his jail release papers in his mouth. indicating that the actor was released from jail without having to post bond. In video footage, LaBeouf appears to try to show the papers to the camera before hanging them from his mouth and dancing amid the throngs of Mardi Gras partiers. He had been arrested earlier in the day after being accused of hitting 2 men. It's funny because when you go on social media, like a lot of the clips were, I think the people that shared it initially were Shia LaBeouf is getting his ass beat in New Orleans, because when you see the videos, there's like 5 dudes on top of him. And I mean, they're just trying to, I'm thinking there's a little more than just booze in there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's,
Shia.
I don't know if it's Coke. I don't know if it's meth, but you see those people that like get tased and they don't go down.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a little bit of that. He's got a little bit of that energy in him. You would think, and I know that it's part of addiction, but when you're so public about your journey and you're so public about trying to get sober and that you've changed your life and turned your life around, to then make a spectacle of your downfall, like to see a camera and go, I'm going to party in front of this camera with my release papers. It's funny to us, yes, I guess, but like this dude has really built his identity in the last 5 years on getting through life and beating his demons. And then you see that and you go, okay, well, clearly the demons are back.
He should have someone in his life to when he goes to plan a trip to New Orleans during Mardi Gras who goes, I'm not so sure that's best for your recovery.
Have either of you guys seen the picture of him before the arrest? Dude, there is a picture, and it's the funniest.
Is it the frowny face one?
Yes. He's got this. He's dressed in the funniest, fun outfit ever. He's got this big red hat on. He's got beads on, but he has the most dramatic upside down just frown on his face with a beer in his hand. And I think that was just a couple hours before it all went downhill.
We've all been there.
Yeah. It's that moment where you're like, you shouldn't be drinking anymore. That's the moment you go home. Like, that's the moment when your day is over.
That's a great photo.
Yeah,
it is.
When you get to that moment is when you need to go home.
Yeah.
It brings me no joy to talk about this story.
Oh, but it does.
It is bizarre because we were talking about the book yesterday, Avalanche. Read it if you haven't. The only book I've ever read. 8 people were killed in an avalanche during a backcountry skiing expedition on the California side of Lake Tahoe on Tuesday, authorities said in an update. 6 others in the party survived. 1 person is still missing, though presumed dead. Officials say we did have conversation with the families of the folks that are still outstanding and let them know that our mission has went from a rescue to a recovery. The avalanche was about a football field in length. The avalanche struck at around 11:30 Tuesday. So this was... The news probably hadn't made it to us yet, but if it was 11:30, never mind. I'm not going to try and do the math. Okay. The avalanche struck at around 11:30. I'm trying to think if it actually hit when we started talking about it, because we were talking about it at 3:30, and if this was in California, the California side, that would have made it
exactly 3:30. Like while we were talking about the avalanche
struck.
The avalanche was happening. Maybe we were talking about it a little too loud.
It struck at 11:30, sometime after the group of skiers had left the set of backcountry huts at Frog Lake, which had 4 guides leading the trip. The group had been staying at the lake, which is located northwest of Lake Tahoe. That's insane. That's a weird. Like, we always talk about the worst ways to go or the worst natural disasters, and drowning is always in the conversation. A fire always in the conversation. Morbid thought, but like snow, because you're not. Imagine you're suffocating. Imagine it's just suffocation. Like, it feels like it'd be a version of drowning / suffocation.
So you're breathing. Yeah. You can't breathe when you're buried in snow. Right. Yeah. So, but then is snow filling your lungs and drowning you?
And then is it melting? It has to. There's probably so much snow that it never gets a chance to like melt, so you drown. If that makes sense.
It does. Yeah. So it's so tightly packed that oxygen probably can't get through. So that's how you die.
I think
it's not like quicksand where it's like you're. Probably ingested.
There's no such thing as quicksand.
Yeah.
It's a myth.
I don't know, man. I've been stuck a few times. Man, this I think I'm interested. I don't know if this is the thing that gets us a little bit of movement in this conversation, because we talk about it every damn year. While most of the daylight saving time related bills in Congress have focused on locking the clocks an hour ahead of standard time, a newly introduced piece of legislation is taking a different approach. The Daylight Act of 2026, which is introduced by Representative Greg Steube of Florida earlier this month, calls for the clocks to slide forward a half hour from where they are now, and for the twice annual clock changes to end. Though losing a half hour of sleep would be less harmful than a whole hour, setting our clocks forward at all is still less desirable in the long run, experts say.
How do you do that? So like right now,
So like
it would
there's usually a
be
button.
420.
There's usually a button and it says like clock, and if you hold it down
Yeah.
and then you hit that with like the H or the M button,
Right.
then you just go to the 30 and then you should be good.
Okay, but bigger picture wise, how do we do that when the Central Time Zone they would all be at 00 and we're at 30?
I think this would be. Oh yeah, would this be just in Florida? No, this would be across the country.
Okay,
If it went into place.
Feels weird.
I believe what I'm about to say is true. If you had to guess, do you think that across the entire world, all of the different time zones and time changes, is it all on the hour?
What do you mean? Like when we change?
I mean what I mean.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Is it all? So this is like is anybody right now? It's
about to be 4.
It's about to be 4.
Yeah,
So
right.
when it's 4 here,
Yeah.
is there any place in the world that isn't on the hour?
I got you. No, I don't think.
False.
What?
False.
So you're saying like Kuala Lumpur or whatever? It's on they're on a half hour when everybody's on the hour.
I said I thought I was right. I didn't say I was right.
So it's like New Zealand is
It's like
30
6:30.
It's like 4.
Yeah.
What do we call this? Time zones.
Eastern Standard. Oh.
Yeah. Are some
I can't wait to hear how he
zones
enters this in on the half hour.
off the. They must know what I mean when I say this.
We took a little explaining for us.
I was right. Yes, several locations use time zones offset by 30 or 45 minutes rather than the full hour.
What?
These non-standard zones are often used to better align local solar time with the actual position of the sun. India, Sri Lanka on the half hour, Iran on the half hour, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Newfoundland, Canada, Australia, Nepal.
You're saying the right now. All right, hold on one second.
So in Canada, it could be 4:30 when we're at 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What time is it right now in Newfoundland?
What part of Canada?
Newfoundland. All right. It's 5:24 p.m. in Newfoundland right now. I'll be goddamn.
Dude, I'm so proud, man.
Wow, dude,
Good
that
for
was
you, John.
amazing.
Because I was so confused when you asked that.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he talking
Yeah, they're 3.5 hours behind UTC.
In my head, I went, oh my God, John doesn't know how time works.
No, same.
No, I don't know how time works.
Yeah,
When,
I worked you guys into a shoot. I made you think you were so right that I flipped you over and pile drove you right here.
When time zones were introduced in the late 19th century, Newfoundlanders chose the 30-minute offset because that was close to the local solar time in St. John's, the city where most Newfoundlanders lived.
Oh, man, we like dumb Canadians.
Yeah.
I feel like such an idiot right now. I cannot believe I didn't know that.
This, I will tell you, the way that I found this out
Yeah.
was because Danielle asked me a question and I responded in a way like, why would you think that? Like she said something about it being a different time off the hour. I was like, absolutely not. I was quickly shown that.
It's crazy, Newfoundland.
she was
Newfies
right.
are like the inbreds
Where
of
is
Canada.
it? Where is it?
Like we consider that like backwoods yokels.
Is it up? Up and over? All the way up and to the
I want to say to
west?
the left. Yeah.
Up and to the west?
Up and to the left.
Yeah, I believe it.
So where else? India? Calcutta?
India, Sri Lanka.
I'll be, man, 56 years old, still learning new things.
You know what? If I taught you
Thank
one
you,
thing
John.
today, that's all we can ask
Me
for.
a lot.
All right, don't go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is headed your way next with Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy and a cat named Mo. Make sure you're locked in to the bone all day tomorrow, but we'll be kicking off the Radiothon at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital at noon. We'll have Pat Maroon with us at 12:30. Our friend Danielle is going to stop by at some point as well. We'll do the joints just like we do with Drew Garabo at 3 o'clock. It's going to be a hell of a day, a very, very special day, so make sure you're a part of it. But before we get out of here, we love telling you about our good buddy, Jeff Borum.
I wonder if you'll go by John's Senning tomorrow.
Yeah, I
just
should
to
actually. That's actually a good point.
But let me tell you about my buddy Jeff Borum. My buddy Jeff Borum cares a lot about this local real estate market and marketing, and he might have a buyer for your home when you haven't even thought about listing it yet.
And that's important to know, because a lot of people think that they can take matters into their own hands, whether it be a Craigslist ad, whether it be just throwing a sign in the yard. That masterful marketing machine has taken time to build by the expert level real estate agents at Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty. So before you think you can handle it on your own, make that call to go with the best in the business. Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
Yep, Jeff will give you options. Buy your home, sell your home, rent your home. We trust this guy. You can too. Google him right now, and you might be moving tonight. It's BORHAM for for Jeff Borum.
Thank you, Diz. Thank you, Drew. Shout out to Mark from Pinellas Podcast for stopping by as well. Appreciate everybody who listened and watched along. Join us tomorrow at noon for the Radiothon, live from Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Still that disabled vehicle 75 south around Fowler Avenue. 2 right lanes taken up. Now stop and go to Fletcher. Wilsky Boulevard northbound at Linebaugh Avenue. A crash 3 of 4 directions backed up a good amount there. Gun Highway wreck northbound also around Linebaugh has not budged. That westbound Ulmerton Road crash in Pinellas. Big delay. 2 right lanes blocked towards Seminole Boulevard back beyond Starkey. This is Eric with traffic.
Flowers fade, solid floors don't. This February, show the love with carpet, laminate, hardwood, vinyl, or tile from Bob's Carpet and Flooring. With 17 locations, upgrading is easy. Get started at bobscarpetandflooring.com.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day, only $125 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
This is Mav, spokes eagle for Veteran Air, the home services company proud to serve you. Did you know eagles fly on water too? That's right, we use our wings like oars, like a feathered kayak. So if you need help with the water in your house, remember, Veteran Air has expert plumbers ready to cruise over and help with your emergencies and projects. For a limited time, you can get $50 off plumbing repairs of $250 or more. Learn more at veteranair.com.
Veteran Air. Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. 866-LAWFRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
If you've been feeling cold drafts coming through your windows during our recent cold weather, you need to call WeatherTight Windows. New energy-efficient windows by WeatherTight will keep your home warmer in the winter or cooler in the summer. A lot of people have older houses that they renovated to make them look great when people come to visit, but you forgot to update your windows. It's not too late. Call WeatherTight Mike. Just do it today.